So June 23rd, 2026. Madam Clerk, can you start us with prayer and pledge, please?
Thank you for bringing us together today in a spirit of generosity. May we honor one another by keeping an open mind. May we voice our truth and listen with an open heart. May we discern your will to unite in a fruitful outcome. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Biragad.
Here.
Mr. Christopherow.
Here.
Mrs. O'Hara. She's absent. Mr. Punchak.
Here.
Ms. Alves.
Here. Discussion by council vote or other action on continuation of adoption of fiscal year 26-27 proposed budget. All right, so we completed the highway last night, the capital. We completed town clerk capital.
Did we complete highway?
Yes, we took
I
a
thought we
look.
did Parks and Rec. I didn't think we
Oh, I'm
completed
sorry.
highway.
No, we did Parks and Rec, you're right.
We said we were going to come back to highway because we were still undecided about road repair.
So we did Parks and Rec and then the NS Little League for the lights, right?
And we also mentioned that the 500,000 for Scatter's Hall, that we may come back if we want to shave some money off.
Okay. So do we want to go back to highway? We were told we can take the heavy equipment down to 50,000, keep the plow at 65. Drainage, we were said 150, is that correct? The dump with plow stays at 195, and then road repairs at 1.5, and the administrator, I believe, was at 1 million.
Ray, what did you say last night as far as how many roads could be repaired with 1 million?
Right now, we have an estimate for 4 roads at 1.1 million.
1.1?
It's got to go out to bid, so the number could fluctuate a little bit, hopefully go lower, as
Okay.
opposed to go higher, but we're sitting on a list of probably 20, 25 major roads that need to be addressed soon.
Yeah. And then on average, how many roads do we try to do a year?
Well, if you're going to just do a 2-inch mill and overlay, you can get a lot more done, but these roads are so far gone, we have
Yeah.
to reconstruct. So-
Okay.
So, let's just take the 4 roads, two good-sized roads, Winchester and Tanglewood, and Sorrel and Martha are small roads, but so those, call them 2.5 roads, that's $1 million right there.
Okay. And then an additional 4 would get us one more road?
Well, depending on which road I take and how we approach that, it's not gonna get us a lot, but it'll get us something.
Okay.
I'll never say no to it.
Okay, okay. But you think 1.1 you'd be most comfortable with if we did have to shave it down a little bit? Okay.
I think I said last night, I can't remember what everybody agreed to on the heavy equipment. That's been reduced to 50,000. If you needed that, then I could live with that, without it this year.
The 3/4 ton pickup with plow, is that just one?
That's just one.
That's actually not a bad deal.
Well,
That's actually not a bad deal. All right, so what I guess we're looking at then, based on what the director said, heavy equipment would go down to 50, and road repair would go to 1.1.
yeah. And drainage down to 150. So it looks like that would be 1.56, right, Tony?
And that gives us how much, Tony? Like in, so 2.1 minus 1.5? If we're looking to see like how much we're saving.
Oh, the difference between,
Yeah, 2.16 to 1.56. In capital.
600,
Okay.
but remember the 300, half of the 300 is in the revenue. Back to other year sheets, it's all understood.
So if we did only the 150, would 150 still stay in revenue and the other piece not be affected, or would we just do 150?
If you guys want two of them done, I would bump that back to 300, and the revenue side would pick that up. It would pick up the extra 150, so that,
We're really only spending 150.
correct.
What, that just sounds like money from your left pocket or your right pocket. It still
Yeah.
comes out of your pocket.
Mm.
A bucket.
It's an interesting way to look at it.
You know what I mean? Like, what's it matter what pocket it comes out of?
I think, when I was speaking with the administrator today about this, if you want to just put the Pound Hill culvert, which we're almost ready to go with, which is right around 150, back out the old Sales Hill, God forbid something does happen in the next fiscal year, we're gonna take it out of restricted funds anyway. It's just gonna happen, so if you want to just take it out, we'll just go with the 150 for this fiscal year.
Well, I think that's what we're talking about, but now we're trying to ask the question, would 150 still?
It's up to
Because you
council.
did like an in and out, right? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, so, like the director said, if it comes down to it and we have to spend it, we're gonna overspend anyways, so it's gonna come out of fund balance one way or the other. Either the council allows the expense to be there and then we spend it, or when the emergency comes around and we spend it and then we request for council approval, depending on timing of the situation.
So when you're doing this and you're saying you're taking it out of the general fund, basically, for the revenue side, okay.
I'd put another one, I'd put that back to 300, and then I'd put 150 on the revenue side for use of fund balance. Just like with Scouters Hall. But it's the council's decision at the end of the day, it's which way we do it.
So you just keep it like we just had it.
150?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it's gonna come out of the,
In the event of emergency,
Yeah.
it comes out of fund balance.
yeah,
So we might as well
Anyway.
just put the 150 expense in and not hit the
Yeah.
fund
Right.
balance
Keep it,
right
yeah.
now.
yeah,
That's fine,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. But that's roughly 600,000 in savings. Let's just call it savings. Okay.
So are we comfortable on that for right now?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
So is it 4864592?
Do we want to make a motion, like rescind and make a new motion, or do we want to wait until we're done with all capital items?
Could I just ask for a question? Do you still have the 50,000 in for the heavy equipment, or we're gonna zero that out?
Yeah.
No, it's
Right,
50,
50.
yeah.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is you can take that out for this year.
You
All
want the
50?
whole?
You could zero
100,000?
that out for this year.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay.
I just want to say this year.
You're being super
Let's give 'em
generous.
Let's give them 50 back for a foot of road. Maybe 2 feet.
All right,
Culvert and a
so
half.
now
Four
it's,
million $814,592.46.
you might as well take care of it and then rescind again.
Okay,
At least
okay,
it's done, right?
okay. Do we know what we don't have to say the original amount when we rescind, we can just say,
I
because
have
we
it
all,
right here.
oh, okay. So 4914. Okay, I will make a motion to rescind the original, what are we doing, Highway Department budget in the amount of $4,914,592.46, and make a motion to,
No, second,
oh, sorry,
Yeah,
I always do that,
second.
thank you.
second.
Oh, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes,
Mr. Punchak.
Yes,
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
okay. I will make a motion to approve the Highway Department budget in the amount of $4,814,592.46.
Can you identify the changes?
Oh, the changes that were made were capital changes. We reduced capital expenditures in the amount of $650,000, removing highway equipment, reducing drainage repairs, and road repairs.
So drainage repairs was reduced by 150, heavy equipment by 50,000,
No,
Heavy equipment by
100,000.
100,000, and
500,000.
No,
and-
100,000.
and then road repairs in the amount by 400,000.
Yeah, but that-
Automatic.
that's not right, though,
do you mean?
because in our town council number, we only had 50. So we reduced our number
Yes,
by
we reduced.
100,000 exactly.
Yes,
But when we did the 4.9, there was only 50,000 in there for heavy equipment. So we didn't reduce it
Oh,
100,
so
we reduced it 50.
we reduced it 50.
We
Okay,
reduced, and we increased the road repair by 100,000,
oh, this is gonna be fun tonight. Okay.
right?
Do we need to detail, because what if they do an operational? Do we need to detail every single change they make within the department, or can they just approve the department as a whole?
Well, I think for the record, you should identify what you're changing to this item. I think we should.
I think it's just hard to retroactively know now what we changed because we have the original actuals and we don't
I just told
have.
you.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, I know, David, but I'm saying moving forward, because if we've made similar adjustments, we're gonna have to remember. So unless you remember every single one, then you can make the
Well,
motion.
we'll just
Well,
have to
the
see
num-
what's
yeah,
on
it's just
here.
the number that we approved. If we change something prior to.
Have at it,
approving-
David, the motion is all yours, go right ahead.
Oh, you're good.
No, so we did actually
No,
decrease the
no,
heavy equipment by
Not from
100,000.
the number we approved. Here's the number we approved, 4,914,592.46. Had 50,000 for heavy equipment, had the 300,000 for drainage, and had $1 million for road repairs. So we, by our change, we took out the 50,000 for the heavy equipment. We took out 150,000 for the drainage, but we added 100 for road repairs, net $100,000 deduction.
Okay,
So there's the motion.
all right, so you made the motion?
She made the motion.
Okay,
Well,
you want a
and-
second?
I'll second it.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes,
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Do we go to police?
well, we didn't approve any capital for police, did we?
I think it was in their budget.
It wasn't there proposed. Well, let me see, sorry. I don't wanna speak out of turn here. I'm sure I'll be corrected.
Aw.
No, we approved $32,286.37 for the police tasers, and then $77,858.67 for the cruiser replacement. And that was it.
No.
Town administrator, you had only proposed 15,000 for the police tasers. What was your logic there? No, on the original. expenditure detail, you'd only have proposed 15.
First year is 32,206. That's the contract? Yeah. Okay. So it's a typo.
It's a typo. So our contract is 32,000.
I saw that too, yeah, I saw that.
Okay,
I think it's a typo.
okay,
Well, I know it is, it's not the right number.
okay.
So Chief, with the body cams, what is going on, because,
The body cams are a state money grant, so
Mhm.
I put in capital for that $41,500. And once I pay the contract to Axon, I recoup the money from the grant from the state, and it goes back to the town.
okay,
But we
So-
have to spend the money first, so.
Yeah, so they're 100% reimbursable, so anything that's 100% reimbursable through a grant, it lives through the grant fund.
Mhm.
If there's, say there was like a 10% match for it, I would put that 10% match in the expense, in the capital line at that time.
so
and then-
is this gonna be just like one of those in and outs too, for
Yeah,
the
yep,
41?
yep.
Okay. And then there's only one cruiser in the town council budget, is that right, for 77,000? So what's sitting in the capital budget for town council is the tasers, one cruiser, and then the portion of the body cams for the expense side.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
We don't
The-
have to approve that at all?
You don't have to approve that at all, because that's not gonna live in the general fund anymore,
Okay,
since it's 100% reimbursable.
so then really those two items come up to 110,145.04. So we've already approved that,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Do we have to take the 32,000 out though?
No, the tasers are fine, it's the body cams that's,
Yeah, it's a body cam.
unless you wanna remove the tasers. Yeah.
No, it's the same company, but they provide different products, and the state is supporting the grant for 100% for the body cams, not the tasers.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're basically all set with the police, right, if we approve this? Okay, since we already approved it. Okay. EMA,
Didn't we not approve EMA because we were still talking about the,
that was those licenses.
The
Chief
the dues,
Chadwick,
I had looked, sorry, Chief, I had looked into it, so that was supposed to be charged to EMA, it's a one-time, every 10 years
Oh,
type of charge. And obviously, we don't have that long of a history to show for actuals, so we won't have that for another 10 years. And previously, it was actually free, but now we have to pay for it through the state, so that's why the actuals for current year are so high.
so these radios for EMA, is this a grant or anything, or is this just straight?
No, this is straight up through the budget, but what it is, there is a typo on the budget. For this year, it's for the purchase of one desk-mounted radio and 4 portable radios, not 3 and 7.
So is the pricing correct, though?
Yes, the pricing is correct.
And is this to replace what they currently have, or?
Yes, we have radios that are coming offline through the 800 system in June of '28, so we're starting to go to the APX model of radios and getting away from the older models so that we have proper communications.
Okay.
What's the lifespan?
I'm sorry?
What is the lifespan?
Of the radios, you're looking at maybe 10 to 12 years.
and then, Chief, how many need to be replaced in totality?
Sorry?
How many need to be replaced in totality?
When we finish buying all of the radios, we'll have 12 portable radios
Okay,
and 3 desk-mounted radios.
okay.
Those will go into the EOC downstairs.
So we'd rather not incur that cost all at once, we'll just,
Correct, yeah. Next year in my capital, I budgeted out for the remaining 2 desk-mounted radios and 3 more portables, and then we'll be done.
Okay.
And that's even subject to change. We're still in the fact-finding phase of looking at the EOC and what we absolutely have to have and what we don't.
Mhm.
So,
So it seems like a need.
So, David, just for clarification, because we already approved this budget and we're just going through the capital, should we just confirm that we're approving and take a motion of this capital at the cost?
I think once you make whatever changes you want to the capital, I would just make a motion to approve the capital.
Okay,
In this department, though.
We didn't do anything.
Correct. You have to approve the department as a whole.
We didn't approve
This is the only
anything.
department that wasn't approved as
oh,
a,
because
well,
we're waiting on those
aside from others.
licenses, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, so we have to do this whole, okay. So does anyone have any other questions on E EMA?
Yep. I will make a motion to approve the EMA budget in the amount of $44,249.44, including capital items.
Second.
That's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Okay. No Smithfield Fire and Rescue?
I just wanted to bring something to your attention, just real quickly. Throughout this process, we had put in for, you'll see on there, $75,000 for upgrade on our dispatch console. And throughout that process, we were also looking into the potential of tying into the police department's new console that they're getting, because that can be done through fiber and whatnot. Throughout that process, we found out that's gonna be cost prohibitive. It's gonna be quite a bit of money between running fiber to the station and the actual cost for us to hook up. So that's why we're looking to go to an independent system in our own dispatch center. Problem with that is this number is about $6,000 shy. So in order to make that work, I can put $5,000 from the computer-aided, the CAD software upgrade, computer-aided dispatch. If we can move 5,000 into the console, that would help out. And then I can also drop my protective clothing from $36,750 down to $35. And that should give me enough money for, to be able to purchase the new console.
Because you need 81, is that what you're saying?
Yes. And actually, that should be able to get us into the CAD software, because the first year of that is only $30,000, so we'll be able to do that, and then next year's number can come down.
And then Chief, why are these numbers grayed out for replacing the rescues?
That's all money that we in finance
So,
talk about every year.
yeah, I can speak to that. So this is the council can approve it now or once the general fund is done, but I'm not allowed to, so this lives in Fund 120, not in the 101, which is the general fund. I don't have the power to be able to obligate funds for capital. That's power of the council. So you guys need to just pass a motion that allows me to move these funds obligated towards those 4 vehicles for police in Fund 120, which is the EMS fund. So that's it. That's why they're grayed out, they're separate.
Okay.
It's still considered capital, just like you would be approving capital in water and sewer. It's the same way.
What I would caution is that these numbers are gonna get us anywhere near a new fire truck, so.
Yeah, so, yeah, well, I heard, what is the average fire apparatus now, like 750,000? So,
No, the average, the newest engine that we just bought 3 years ago I had it priced out, same exact spec, with some minor adjustments with the EPA and all that kind of stuff. We bought that truck, I believe it was for like $595. We bought that truck last year. It was gonna be $1.1 million.
So the lifespan of that truck,
Right now, my replacement schedule for engines is 12 years.
The administration, working with the chief, actually put together a spreadsheet with the projected lifespan and the money coming in through the money we're getting back from insurance companies.
people online can't hear you talking to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Tony and the chief worked on preparing a spreadsheet that identifies the amortization of those vehicles based on their projected useful life, and then shows the money coming in through third-party billing. And it shows that over the last 3 to 4 years, it's completely turned upside down, where the money that we're collecting, and only town takes half of the money through third-party billing, and the other half goes into the fire department, would not be sufficient to replace the capital.
So the idea, what we had come up with, one of the ideas, I don't know if Scott, if you want to discuss taking that out of the revenue?
Yeah, when is the first vehicle supposed to be replaced, Chief?
The next vehicle would be a rescue, in Rescue 2, and I believe that's in 2 more years. But the next significant expense would be Engine 1, and I believe that's in 2033.
Okay. So, you know, we're not going to address that issue today, but I think as part of the next year budget process, that's got to be front and center in terms of how we're going to right-size that, so when these vehicles do mature, that we have the money in place to buy them. If not, we're going to have to take them out of fund balance. And I think it's a bad habit to get into.
So we're doing this to put it in reserves, is that what we're doing?
It's not, it'll still live within Fund 120, but it'll be marked as capital within that fund. Similar to water and sewer, where it all exists within water, but then there's funds set aside for capital items under 59000. Same thing for Fund 120. We obligate them towards those, and they, over time, go towards those apparatuses.
Also, the auditors, when they look, they always test capital purchases. They look and trace it back to the minutes to see that the town council approved all capital purchases. So if you don't approve us to purchase the capital out of Fund 120, they would end up writing us up for that.
Yeah.
They need your approval, like we need your approval to make those purchases.
Chief, what's happened on the cost on the rescues?
The rescues are still going up significantly. The one that we currently have on order is, I wish I had it, I think it's pushing 500,000. And that's for the rescue itself. We still need to buy the ancillary things, which is the stretcher, the power load system, and a radio. So we're looking at probably another 90,000 by the time we're done.
And we need that in 2 years.
I've got a rescue on order now. So Rescue 1 will be due in another, I believe it's 2 years, could be 3.
And what's the delivery schedule on those timeline?
Well, right now, we've been waiting almost 1.5 years for the one that we have on order, and the projection was 2 to 2.5 years for delivery.
What's the, we buy them outright though, right?
We do.
Why not finance it? What's the rate?
I don't know, I haven't looked at any of that. I don't even know if you can
Or-
do something like that with an emergency vehicle.
We're actually have a meeting scheduled, is it next week, Tony? We have a meeting scheduled next week with a firm that looks at these things both from a purchasing standpoint as well as a financing leasing standpoint. So we hope to have a better analysis of the cost benefits of those options. A lot of towns like North Kingstown, for example, they do a lot of leasing on their vehicles. They don't purchase.
I mean, that may be an option, but I would caution that, something needs to be done The rescues, we could probably pull off out of the third-party billing account. You know, we as a whole, the town, the department has enjoyed being able to purchase the vehicles outright from the third-party billing when the pricing was where it was. Now it's getting to be so out of control. We
If the finance
collectively
if the
have to
numbers
get.
are right,
I'm
then-
sorry?
If the numbers are right, then maybe regardless of how much money we have in third-party billing, it'd be crazy to buy it outright.
And that certainly is something worth looking into, but if it's not, we're looking down the barrel of a very expensive piece of fire equipment in 2033.
So one more time, Tony. I want to make sure that I'm following. The requests here that are grayed out.
Yeah, so what, and to point of order would be to approve the capital in the North Smithfield Fire Department itself on your general fund, on the
Okay.
the big paper. And then separately on your capital, the council would make a motion to approve the 4 items there in gray. 2 separate motions. And then the ones in gray would be listed out. So 15,750 for Rescue 1 and so on and so forth.
So the 165 is only the items that are not going into 120, right?
Correct.
Okay. So Rescue 2 is at 110, is that, because that's the one that's due in a couple of years?
Yes,
That's why it's at that higher rate?
yes.
So are you essentially just looking for us to allocate money to the 120 account so that when we have to complete these purchases, we have a repository of money just building up?
So when they do EMS, half of it goes into the
Yes.
general fund and half of it goes towards that Fund 120.
Mhm.
All the funds that exist within that 120, I'm looking to council that allow me to obligate those funds towards these apparatuses, yes.
Okay.
But that doesn't affect the budget, because that's already restricted.
Yeah, it's its own fund. Mhm.
Okay.
Anyone have any other questions regarding the capital for the fire and rescue? Anyone want to make a motion?
Are we all set with the, I mean, with the changes, the juggling of the money that I,
Yes.
Yeah, you did 35 for the protective set, clothing, the radio stayed the same, the dispatch is going to 81, and then the CAD upgrade is going down to
to
30.
30, correct?
Yep.
So I will make a motion to rescind our previous budget for the fire department.
Do we want to say the amount?
We haven't.
The original amount? The original amount.
$5,220,947.94.
That's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, I'm sorry, any other questions?
Can I just ask what we're backing out? Are we backing out
We're
the,
getting rid of the whole
The-
thing now,
We have
and
to
then we gotta
rescind.
make a new motion.
backing out the 120 stuff, correct? Fund
The
120?
Fund
That's
120
not
was
even
never
there.
part of
That's
it.
Oh,
gonna
okay.
be,
That's
that's
not
gonna be a
even-
Oh, that's
separate,
different. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. All right, and then we need to make a motion to authorize this transfer to the 120, correct?
We don't have, well, we need his recommendations first to change the number.
Yep, I reflect, I already have the changes reflective on the sheet right now. The council just needs to reapprove the basically the same number, just moving around the funds in the capital. And then once that motion has been approved, then yes, a separate
Authorize
motion
you,
for the
okay.
Fund 120.
Okay, so,
So the amount
I'm
doesn't
following,
change,
yeah,
it's the
so-
same amount, we're just changing in the dollars.
and we just have to delineate
'Cause
what's
the-
changed.
All right, so 81,000.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to approve the budget for North Smithfield Fire and Rescue in the amount of $5,220,947.94, noting that changes were made to capital expenditures Protective clothing was changed from $36,750 to $35,000. Dis-
750?
What?
35,750?
35,007. No, you said 35,000 in total.
Right.
So
Good.
not 35,750.
Okay, well,
No.
Dropped it to 35 total.
Do you want it to,
You gotta change your number then.
do you want the dispatch center radio for the 81,000?
That's gonna be 81, yes.
Even?
Well, if it rounds it up, we can make it 81,750.
Okay, all right. And then everything stays the same.
Okay.
Everything stays the same.
Okay, so protective clothing in the amount of 35,000. The dispatch console upgrade now reflects 81,750,000. And the CAD software upgrade, formerly 35,000, now reflects $30,000.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Yes.
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 Ms. Alves?
Yes.
So now you need a motion for the transfer.
Mhm.
I will make a motion to transfer 15,000.
Just approve it as straight capital, just like you would here.
Yeah, capital purchase from Fund 120.
Because we're not transferring funds from anywhere, but you still need to approve it. So approve it as a capital,
Capital
Per-
transfer,
not a transfer,
capital.
just capital. Because we're not transferring it from anywhere, it's staying within the same account, it's the same fund that it exists within. Capital appropriation,
So
perfect,
these funds are already in that account?
correct.
Okay, got it.
Yes,
I
yes.
thought we were moving, okay.
You're freezing this spot.
Mhm.
Mo-
So we're basically just
Allowing
putting
them to
a
allocate
title
this
to
money.
them, basically.
Okay. So is it allocating?
Appropriation, allocating, obligating,
Motion to allocate the following funds for the following items in Fund 120. $15,750 to replace Rescue 1. $110,000 towards the replacement of Rescue 2. $75,000 towards the replacement of Engine 1, and $75,245 towards the replacement of Engine 2. That is my motion.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves?
Yes. Okay. Smithfield Heritage Association.
Flip through all these pages to find it, Tony.
it's at the very end, at the bottom of general government,
Page
your,
12.
page 12, so I was told. It's now coupled with the Memorial Town Hall new sign.
Okay.
Now, is this a grant or anything, or is this just straight request?
Mr. Keane?
Hi, Rich Keane, 7 Bamford Street. Yes, this is a straight-up request for the town. Yesterday, we also submitted an application for a grant from the Champlain Foundation for about $78,000 to replace the rest of the windows. We won't find out until probably September if it's going to be approved or how much will be approved, if anything. So, but this 20,000 is separate from the grant application. So if the stars align, if you approve the 20,000 and they approve all of the funding for the rest of the windows, that'll be the end of the window project. But
And this will fund 2 windows.
This will fund two large windows,
Mhm.
yes.
Like similar to your request last year?
Exactly,
funded two
same,
windows
same
last
exact type of request,
Okay.
yes.
So, Tony, question for you, why is the $6,000 just under the town council budget and not under any other budget requests?
Because it just came up like, I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was just discussed.
So this didn't go through the usual capital process?
The time in between the budget committee's finalization in like late May, and then now is when it came up as a item to be considered.
Richard, how's the upstairs coming along?
It's coming along.
Sorry, it's for this town hall, sorry.
That's
I put
nice.
more- It's for this town hall. This
It's
not
coming,
Memorial.
yes, yes,
Sorry.
we're getting pretty close to having.
It's for this town hall, sorry.
Oh, oh.
The sign out front? Ooh.
I think that was the best thing. That was a great move with, to lease that to you guys for $1
That's
a
a-
year. Because that building would be falling apart right now if it was just sitting empty.
Oh, thank you.
You guys
Yeah.
did a great job over there.
It's a beautiful building.
Yeah.
Okay, does anyone have any other questions about the capital request?
No, and I don't think, I mean, I at least don't, but I don't think any changes have to be made since we already approved ours, right?
Yeah.
Looking forward to that new sign. Okay.
But you said, Dave, you said just make a motion to approve it, right?
Yeah, we did $1,832,178.85.
Yeah, yeah. So we just have to put on record that we're approving the capital for 26,000 within general government total of the 1.8,
1.810.
no, 1.832.
Didn't we already approve that?
Yeah, but David said we should just approve, just to go ahead and approve again that we're approving the 26,000 of capital in the general government that's included in the 1.8.
Okay.
Just to make a motion on it, just to,
Okay, so I'm gonna need your number.
yep.
I will make a motion to approve the North Smithfield Heritage Association capital expenditures in the amount of $26,000 within the general fund, the general government account, in which factors out to be $1,832,178.85.
Second.
That's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alice.
Yes. All right, so now we're back to schools.
I think we're gonna hold off because they said that they wanted the 200,000 to go into,
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
Come
but
out of-
we have
yeah.
to look at their budget and, unless we want it, because then we're basically done with the general fund and we can look at our number and before we go to water and sewer.
okay.
okay.
Did we finish, so we approved the field day press box repairs in the amount of $7,250,
Yeah,
right?
that
Okay.
was with Parks and Rec.
Okay.
So can we get a number from Tony, or is it still too early for that?
Less the school right now.
Yeah.
So can we get a number where we're standing?
Levy?
Maybe, do you want to just put in the town council number for the school for now?
Yeah, just throw that.
Put the town council number in for the school and just see where we're at.
And which number? Are you talking about the 200,000 into
No.
the appropriation?
Talking
No,
about if-
no, not, we're just talking about the town council, budget line in for school.
32, 48, 488, 726, I think they're talking.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he had, his, that was just shown was 100,000 higher. Yes.
Yeah, I voted no, so I can't rescind.
What's the number?
Yeah, we're waiting with bated breath.
The, so 32,488,726
No,
is
what's the
the,
levy?
Yeah.
oh, levy, okay, all right. Now you're looking for the levy.
Yeah, so
It
you
is
have
at
to have that number.
3.663,
3.663?
correct.
What were we last year? 2 something? 1?
1.997 something.
Okay.
Okay.
And what was it originally, before we made some of the changes?
3.54.
Yeah.
Oh, so we went up.
3.54, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, duh.
I have a note that we could, what did we do? Did EMA, made a note to revisit water canvases.
So can I ask you a question, Donna, over there? What was the, remember after you guys, you made a couple of changes and stuff, what was your number that you were requesting in the end? Can you just give us a refresher on that?
475,000, so it would be the
And then-
original town council's 0.79% plus the $200,000 moved from capital, which was about $375,000, and then the additional $100,000.
Right, tell me slower again, please, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, so it's the 0.79%. Keep your number in front of you. To town council, number that you guys were gonna give us, the $175,000, plus moving the $200,000 from capital, and then an additional $100,000. So in total, $475,000. But it's really just $100,000 more, but it would be moving the $200,000.
So basically, we're adding 300,000 to the maintenance of effort, right?
No, that's all, it's gonna come back in next year.
No, 400,000.
Well, I'm saying,
Oh,
in
300,000.
addition, yeah.
So what if, I'm just throwing this out there, I'm just throwing it, what if we kept the 200 in capital and just gave you the extra 100? And then we're not committing to the extra money, the extra $200,000 in maintenance of effort?
It will cost more cost.
We'll be cutting positions.
Can I just ask a question? So last night I asked what kind of surpluses you have annually. So what can you use those surpluses for? Can you use it, you can't use it for operations, it can only be capital, or? So what?
Use it for capital.
Okay, so you have between 100 and 300,000 surplus that you could use for capital, right?
So right now, we have. Yeah, I mean, right now, we have 202,000 at the end of this fiscal year that would go into
I'm sorry, how much?
200,000.
Two. Okay, so the 200,000 you're looking
That goes
for.
into the fund balance, and yes, we can use fund balance for capital.
So you're adding 200 to this year to what?
It goes into the fund balance.
What is the number?
202,000.
No.
What are you adding 200, what is the number you're adding 202?
Oh, to
Two.
the fund balance?
But,
He's adding 202 this year to something. So it's
right,
202
which
plus.
was the surplus, right? The 202? Okay, so where is that going?
Into the fund balance. We can't use it to operate.
But you can use it for capital.
Yes.
Okay, so you have $200,000 of surplus
From this year.
from
plus.
this year, but then another, but you're looking for 200,000, so
But
you're,
we can't use it to operate.
no, but you can use it for capital, right?
Right, so the capital line that we're asking for is we need it in our operating budget. So that's why we're asking you to move the $200,000 for capital into our operating budget, because we don't have the funds, or we have to make major cuts. That's basically what we're asking for. So yes, I understand what you're saying, we have the money, the 200,000 in capital, and we have the excess money to move into the fund balance. What we don't have is the operating budget. That's why we're asking, the request would be 200,000 moved from capital, because we have the fund balance to operate,
Gotcha.
just to
What?
maintain stability in the jobs.
And the capital that we allocate, it generally falls under the Department of Ed, One Safe Drive, we get 35% reimbursement, which goes into a joint account between the school department and the town to use for One Safe Drive projects, electrical, plumbing, heating, ventilation, so.
So is there an answer to my question yet?
How much is in your fund
How much
balance?
is the
Sorry,
fund
I'm
balance?
working on it, my computer's just very slow, I apologize.
So while she's working on that, you said you'd have to cut positions. What positions offhand would you think you'd be cutting?
So, to get down to this number that we asked you, that sort of compromise number, we were going to hire another multilingual learner teacher. That position doesn't exist right now. We have two, we're going to go to three. An elementary reading specialist, one that we have next year 7 first-grade classrooms. We have part-time literacy specialists, IAs, literacy assistants in kindergarten and first grade. So we were going to retain the kindergarten literacy folks, part-time, and cut the first grade. I'd love to keep those.
1.1,
And then we're adding 202 to that.
correct.
I just, and don't take offense by this, okay? But I just find it so unfair that the people that would be cutting would be those people, those are important people, like, and I'm not in your field, but it seems to me like a guidance counselor in the elementary school, I mean, that's a little, do we really need a guidance counselor in the elementary school compared to someone who, an ESL teacher or one of those other positions you mentioned? And if you're really weighing it out,
Well, right. And again, we do weigh it out. And these aren't random arbitrary decisions. I wish you could see the work that they do at the elementary. There's over 600 students. It's a ridiculously large elementary school. And that position fills a very valuable role. But
which is,
you know, will make whatever work.
no, and I'm not picking, I don't even know this person, so, but but you're telling a kid like in 5th grade that he should be maybe taking shop and not college prep,
That's
you know?
not- You're thinking of that high school counselor. It's not, the position is morphed. It's not actually called guidance counselor anymore, it's a school counselor. So they take on many more roles than just, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Do you have it might be a premature, question, but do you have an understanding of what you'll need to request next year?
So, an actual number, no. From what RIDE is telling us, because of the windfall from last school year, which I was not in this district, but I understood that this district got a windfall, and that because we asked for 0%, and they're now, the repercussions of everything, obviously. They told us to prepare, and these are not our numbers, for $600,000 to $700,000 or more.
For
Up.
next year?
Correct, so we took $300,000 now, basically, from we didn't get for this year, a little bit more. 600 to 700,000 would be about $1 million, right? That was pretty much what they got last year
Okay.
in a windfall. So the formula that exists, obviously, at the back end is not in our favor because of next year, and we know that. We are all aware that we are going to have to cut even more next year.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that is determined on, property values.
Yeah.
And, you know, the ability to tax, and it falls within that funding formula. Last year, when we got everything, we actually got the funding formula without a penalty. You know, now we're moving into penalty phases because their formula seems to think that the town has more capacity to generate revenue than may perhaps be reality. So, but that's just the way it falls. And, you know, the other frustrating thing is that, we lost $100,000 from the governor's initial proposal. And they do enrollments in October. That's based on the governor's initial proposal in January. And then they recalculate in March. We lost students. The students we lost were students that families decided to switch to homeschooling. Families that switched to homeschooling because their student was failing or truant, and often it's to avoid truancy court or having to do summer school, they pull mid-year to homeschool, and then they come out at the end of the year and say, we did everything, we passed, he was, you know, there every day, and so they then go into the next year with a fresh start. So, but we took a penalty
Yeah.
for the
Okay.
state aid for education on that.
Okay, I do remember discussing that at our joint meeting. So you're asking, the amount of money that you're asking for is essentially to fill the gap
Yes.
with state aid? Okay,
Correct.
so you're asking for roughly, I think when we last spoke, you said that this year we'd be short like you'd be asking us for around 600,000 or 700,000 in town appropriation. Okay, so now it looks like you're asking for the 772. We're saying 175, but you're saying, let's move the 2, add another 1, that brings us up to 475 in total. And yes, we have the maintenance of effort that we need to consider, but in theory, given the gap in state aid, we're still short roughly $300,000. So in town appropriation. So next year, we're going to look at another $600,000 to $700,000 gap, but we're still behind at least $300,000 because we didn't fill the entire gap. We didn't make you guys whole. Okay. So in theory, you could come next year and say, okay, we need 700 gap, but then you also didn't, you know, make us whole last year, so you could look for more next year, in theory.
Yeah, I mean, we are approaching this year very, we understand.
Yeah.
We understand the limitations, and we know we have to make cuts, but we do know what's coming as well.
Yeah.
And so if we're gonna have to make some of those major cuts,
Mhm.
we've been talking about of the high people that we don't want to, deans, guidance counselors, whatever it may be, those might have to be in next year
Mhm.
rather than in this year. And I don't know,
Yeah,
even then.
and we also have, one of the things that we shield the town within our budget are a lot of the state unfunded mandates. There's a
Yeah.
big one coming up over the next few years in which all of our teachers are going to have to get training on multilingual learnings. So our, art, music, you know, the elective areas, they have to get 15 hours worth of training. And then any classroom teacher who has multilingual students in the classroom needs to get 3 graduate credits to get their endorsement.
Mhm.
So, and that's an unfunded mandate. And so we're trying to work that out as well alongside the union. We did this with the Science of Reading Act, which costs us hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to train all of our reading people in the science of reading for dyslexia. And it costs hundreds and hundreds of thousands, but we absorb that, you know,
Mhm.
by just being creative. I don't want to say creative, just being, you know, very cognizant of the budget and the need and projecting and prioritizing.
And that's not something you can use the fund balance for?
No.
Okay, because it's considered operating even though it's a one-time, okay.
So things like, with the fund balance, the windows that we replaced at the high school,
Mhm.
you know, a lot of that came out of the fund
Mhm.
balance. Plus, we were also, able to get a 35% reimbursement, which went into the joint fund between the school department and the town.
Mhm.
So again, it's just trying to very wisely use this money and get as big of a bang for the buck. But when it comes down to it, we still have our operational costs. Fuel goes up, contractual obligations go up, transportation goes up. The reason we have, the 200,000 as surplus, as you call it, is largely because we're collecting revenue for students to go to our CTE program at
Mhm.
the high school.
Mhm. Tony, can you just put in the 475 and let's see how that impacts the levy? You know what I'm saying? Let's just put it in.
So you got the capital, put that back in, plus 100.
No, keep the cap, well, I mean,
That's what they were about.
yeah, but the capital could really stay the same if we're just looking at numbers right now, right? Just add $100,000 to the 175. What?
If you do what they're saying, you have to add the capital into the expense side because it's going to hit your levy.
Okay, so then,
Unless you're gonna take it out of your fund
no,
balance.
zero out the 2
You
and then
create
just
a
do
small
475
deficit.
for the town appropriation.
3.938% levy.
And what was it previously?
3.6.
3.6?
Maxed out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, just, Tony, is this, does this have the higher collection rate in it? So really, we would be
We're over,
above
yeah.
that if,
Mhm.
you know,
Because you increase the,
the collection rate,
yeah.
so that gave you like an extra 200,000,
Right.
so the only thing.
because
that-
that's been taking away that's our surplus every year.
Right.
Right.
So the only concern I would have is if, you know, there's a recession or something, you have to lower it back down, then you're kind of in a $200,000 hole for
Right.
next year. And then I think this also, this levy is saying we're gonna pay for the police bond out of reserves too, so, you know, in 2 years or whatever, that would be another deficit.
Thank you.
Tony, just to see, all right, could you take out the 200,000 capital that we're gonna, for us, and just add $100,000 to operations?
So 275?
$3.387.
What?
3.387.
How could it go down?
Yeah, I couldn't, no.
200,000.
I'll keep that, are we keeping the 200,000 in capital?
No, you took it out.
Oh,
Took
you
it out.
took it out?
Took it
Okay.
out.
Taking, so we're removing capital for the school, okay? And we're adding 100,000 to the MOE.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, that's 3.387.
Why did it go down so much?
So we're taking away their capital and giving them 100,000 in MOE.
I mean, I totally understand what you're saying, but every year, we always cut from the town, and every year, we always get this extra request from the school, and we always do it. I know last year, we went back and found 136,000, because that's what they asked for, and we're always shortchanging the town side. This year, we need some extra positions on the town side, we need some infrastructure, and I just, I don't know.
But really, I mean, I agree, but that is the town side, like, we're
I
all
know,
the
but
same town.
we
We're
do,
all-
I understand that, but every year, we're always finding more, we go back and we always cut to give more and more and more, but we're just gonna keep increasing our maintenance of
I understand
effort.
that, But I wish maybe you had seen our process too, because we keep cutting back because, we may originally ask for 3.5%. We usually land around 2%, which is still below the cost of living increase, to run the operation. So, yet we still keep making it work. But honestly, we will make work whatever, you know, you deem is available. You know, and I almost hate to mention some of the positions that we looked at cutting, because now you're questioning those. You know, and it's not about, I'm giving you some examples that, letting you know that based on enrollment, based on need, we will reduce and we will add. But ultimately, if you look back over the 10 years I've been here, we have less staff than we started with, than I inherited. I don't know if you saw the breakdown of the state averages for pupil expenses. North Smithfield is $5,000, $4,000 per pupil, less than the state average. Less on administration, less on teaching, less on facilities and maintenance, yet we're in the top 5 districts when it comes to student achievement. So, you know, I feel very proud of what we do and run a very efficient operation. I just wish I had the ability to articulate it better. But ultimately, though, we will do what you deem you have the capacity for.
Well, I don't think we have a lot, I don't think there's a lot of towns out there that really do a lot of stuff for the residents. We don't really do a lot, but we have great schools. And I think that it's important that we keep that going, and that's what makes our property values go up, because we have good schools, and that's what makes North Smithfield a very attractive town for people to come here. And people want to, and I'm not going to name any other cities in the state, but see, people live in those cities and they want to be able to move to North Smithfield someday, and that's a great compliment to the schools. And I think it's important that we. I'm not suggesting we give. What I suggested was a cut, actually, but I think it's reasonable.
If I may, I'm sorry. Alicia is not here tonight, but she had some definite thoughts after last night's meeting, and she sent them along to me. And I would just like to read you a thought that she had, which is, I think, extremely relevant at this point. She says that the school department is routinely asked to justify every dollar that we spend. We are the largest department in town government. We educate the community's children. We maintain multiple facilities. We transport students. We provide special education services mandated by law. We employ hundreds of staff members. Yet somehow, the conversation consistently becomes about what we can eliminate rather than what we need to be successful. And at some point, the conversation really needs to shift from what can the schools cut to what level of educational services does this community expect and deserve for its students. And I think that's very, very well said. And I think we really feel that our compromise proposal last night was reasonable, was responsible, and it recognizes your challenges while still advocating for our students, because that is our job.
Is there anywhere else we can look in the budget?
Well, there's a lot. We can start at the top and we can, if you, I don't mind, we'll start from the top and go through it again, but,
Make your motion.
to what?
What you,
Okay. So my motion is that, can't really see anything, but my motion is that off the town council's recommendation on the, for the budget, we increase this operations for the schools $100,000, and we decrease capital $200,000.
But they were requesting
That they were,
475.
no, they were requesting to take the capital and put it in,
we're putting the capital into the maintenance of effort.
correct. They were requesting that we take the capital and put it in the maintenance of effort.
So that's what you're making a motion on, moving the
No.
capital?
No,
No.
100,000 of
Just 100,000.
it. We're just increasing the town appropriation by 100,000, removing the capital.
So it would be town appropriation, 275, zero capital.
Correct. If you disagree, I want to hear it. I mean, seriously,
Is that your motion?
that's my motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second for discussion.
Okay.
I guess, so we lost 300,000 from this, I'm just thinking like next year.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna make cuts this year, you're gonna make cuts again next year because the state and, you know, we're gonna be right at the same spot because
Mhm.
everything else is gonna keep changing and the state's gonna keep cutting. So why isn't someone at the State House lobbying against all of these crazy things you need to do? Right, if they keep increasing costs and, you know, things you were talking about, new programs and new certifications, and they keep cutting funding, seems to me like there's a bigger problem that needs to be addressed. Our problem, however,
Right, but if we have a year out, so at least the schools can be proactive and, you know, we know going into the budget process, but I would hope that even though you guys are telling us to be proactive, that it's gonna be a bad year next year, so the school needs to be proactive too.
We anticipate every year being a bad year.
I'll tell you what, why don't we do this? I'll rescind my motion and we'll split it. So they wanted 3, we give them 150,
No capital.
no capital.
so that's 325.
They wanted 3 in addition to the ones that, what do you,
No, they wanted us to take the capital, the 200 capital, put it into operations and add $100,000
which would have brought us to 475?
For a total of $300,000 on our end. Right?
475.
What Rebecca was referring to was the $475,000 increase from prior year. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
but he's
sorry.
referring to the movement of, yeah.
We're kind of talking about the same thing, right?
Yes.
Kinda,
Yeah.
but you're saying chop that in half, make that 150,000. So,
Correct.
yes, Rebecca, yes. So change this right here. This would go to,
You better clarify exactly
All right, so
what you're talking about.
basically, on the spreadsheet, town appropriation school, the town council net change is $175,000.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
the next item they were asking for would be the capital transfer school, 200,000. It's
Yes.
$375,000, plus an additional 100. So the easiest way for me to look at this is town appropriation school. If we're saying we're gonna put 150 on that, now their net appropriation increase is $325,000.
Yes.
I'm a product of Lincoln School System.
Yeah, what he said.
for an M.
Well, I got a lot of head nods, yes,
Thank
so.
you. Thank you for explaining it.
So rather than 475 request,
Yes.
we're saying 325.
Correct.
So, yes, so the MOE would increase by 1.47%. Well, I need approval first.
That's not a motion. Is that a motion?
No, so that's a question. So now,
He
that would,
rescinded his motion.
I did.
Right.
So that would bring us, what would that do to the levy then?
So we're saying 325, not 470, 325 net change. Yes,
3.525.
3.5.
What happened to 3.31?
We just
bumped
added.
it up.
You bumped it
Oh, I
up.
did, you're right.
I think you should go back to the way it was,
Yeah.
because we still have water and sewer, we,
Still have revenue.
revenue, yeah.
I mean, is there anywhere else in here that we could, that we need to reconsider? We talked about that contingency fund last night. Where was that?
If we're gonna reconsider stuff, we should bring it
Remember, the contingency fund isn't levied.
What'd
So
you say?
you changing the
Oh.
contingency fund won't do anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. I mean, I still had an issue with that fund, but either way, okay. Well, it took me last night thinking on it.
If I could also, I'm not trying to bounce all over the place, but as it relates to the Scouters Hall, which was, again, not part of the levy, the match requirement on the DEM grant is $395,000. That's a $500,000 grant. So that $500,000 could be reduced to $395
Okay.
instead of $500,000. Again, it's not in the levy.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
Take away the 2
Okay.
on top of the 175.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my original motion.
Yeah, I think you should.
All right. Not to sound indecisive, but I'm gonna go back to my original motion, which was, zero capital, add an additional $100,000 into the operating budget.
Is that a motion?
You got that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and that's a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
No.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. All right, so what are we at for a
Can you
levy?
give her the total number?
Oh.
Well, yeah, the council has to approve,
She needs a total for the department.
department, yeah.
Oh.
In her
Do you
motion.
have it up there?
Yep, so it's $32,388,726.
Do you want to just amend your motion to include that number? Can you see it?
Yeah. Okay, and added to my motion is, the total would be 32 million, is that an 888?
488.
$388,726.
Do I need to second that modification?
Okay. And a second, do we need another roll call?
I will do another roll call.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
No.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. So you go to revenue now?
So we just need one last capital item that we need approved. It's the Conica machine for town clerk.
The what?
You approved the department as a whole, but not that capital item. Did you?
Tammy said she needed it.
Tammy and I checked, we don't have a motion for capital for what, the clerk or police?
They didn't do them.
Because it was
Sep-
included
it was
in the
included.
total that you approved the night before,
Oh.
they didn't, you didn't make one.
Okay, so I'll make a quick motion.
10 grand.
I will make a motion to approve the town clerk capital expenditure for the Conacher copier machine in the amount of $10,000, which is included in the department budget in the amount of $348,199.80.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Anything else that was missed?
You said police, right, Tammy?
I don't think.
Let me just,
Yeah, they didn't do much like-
I think because you didn't change it, it was the same as what you approved last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we need a motion for just the capital.
Just the capital for police, which is 110,145.04.
Didn't we do that tonight?
Oh.
You approved the department as a whole, but just not the capital itself. Just the two items, the tasers and the cruiser, the one cruiser.
Okay, do we have the total?
For capital, it's 110,000.
I'm gonna approve each line item.
That's fine, yeah.
I'm gonna be wicked thorough. Okay, I am going to make a motion to approve, yep,
If you could,
it's,
while they're doing that, I just got to
Yeah.
type. Just one thing real quick, I forgot to mention. There is an issue now with the schools, it's with the, since the shooting at Lynch Ice Arena, that paying for details. Now, we had a meeting one time, not that long ago. I was with the town administrator, and we were with Mr. St. Jean, and I think the AD was there, and Terry was there. And I mentioned that we would, I think the town, there are kids too, and I think the town should be responsible for at least covering 50%, above and beyond their budget now. I think the town should be required to pay the 50%, maybe in a reimbursement form, of the details that for protecting the kids at these events. So in other words, if they put an officer there for 4 hours, just for simple math, I'd say it was 25 an hour, I'm sure it's a lot more than that now, but, so we would cover $50 of that $100. I think that's only fair that the town takes a share in that responsibility for protecting the kids as well as the schools.
I'm gonna ask a stupid question. Why are our schools paying for details from our own police department? Like what?
Because it's overtime, really.
Because there's different functions at different times, so you either have to pay police overtime to go to the functions, or they, in the past, since I've been a police officer, they've been detailed. They've been hiring officers to do the detail process.
By the way, that's not in our budget for next year. That's just more stuff we were going to find cuts and fill in.
And Terry sent me a text last night saying that what's already been done so far is all covered, so not worrying about that, but going forward, she asked if we could continue, I could bring that up.
Okay.
So I don't even know how that would fit into the budget, or would it not even be something that we have on the budget, because we don't know what that number is.
Let's rip through this, please.
Yeah, let's do the police.
Okay. I am going to make a motion to approve capital expenditures for the North Smithfield Police Department for Axon Police Tasers in the amount of $32,286.37, for the cruiser replacement in the amount of $77,858.67, for a total department budget of, is this what I'm looking at, Kim? $5,239,256.32.
Second.
That's a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
I don't think that total. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the capital total, sorry.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
Do we know how much the details cost for the year?
They don't know.
We took our scheduling of games, and our athletic director gave us a figure of what he was thinking. So, hold on one second.
And that's just the home games. That doesn't include the dances, the other things that we do with the kids, the other concerts, graduation, proms.
So athletics, based on like events from this year, it would have been 23,400, just athletics. And then school events, based on, again, events from this year, was another 7,920,
So 30,000.
pretty much.
That's total cost?
Total, so, and that's at a 4-hour minimum of the current detail week. Does that sound
also
Yeah.
the
Because
small
that's not-
ones are tough.
Yeah, that's,
So what they're talking about is there's certain large events that are played at the athletic field on different hours that aren't really earmarked for patrol. Patrol works 8 to 4 p.m., 4 p.m. to midnight, midnight to 8 a.m. So if the town were to pay out of my budget, department overtime, if I have minimum manning of 3 officers, that's what our collective bargaining agreement is for all 3 shifts, I would have to order back officers. I can't order them back for more than 4 hours. If I hold someone over from first shift, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., if it's a football game from 6, or an event from 6 to 10, that's where that's where the money could derive from, but it's problematic for me with the amount of patrol officers I have, with the minimum manning requirement that I have for the collective bargaining agreement. They've gone out from the time I've worked here, and they've gotten a detail officer to work those special events, those large events. But since the events that have happened at the ice rink, the school department, as well as myself, want to see more police presence at these events. So that's not like all the events, because our SROs cover a lot of events as well. Dances, some athletic events. So like a cross-country meet, a golf tournament or something like that, where there's not a large crowd, that there's not a large draw, and there's not a lot of intercity, like more than one town or city going to the event, then, you know, we could cover that with a drive-by patrol, post a car there for the regular shift, doesn't cost anything. So there's still a lot of things going on. There's not a detail for every single event, but for those events that the athletic director, along with our SROs, figured that through this year, this is what we can cover, that's what that number is.
And our parents are very much on edge, and if we have an event and they don't see a detail, they don't see an officer, we all hear from it the next day. No matter all the hoops we try to jump through to get somebody to get a presence, but it just comes down to manpower. Even when putting out to other communities for a detail, you know, not everyone's picking up. We had one event that the NSPD, they had no staff. We couldn't get anybody from a nearby community to pick up the detail. They actually reached out to a private security firm just to see if we could get a uniformed body there to sort of bring down the anxiety and the temperature of some of the families.
Chief, is it possible to, like, when there are events, that we can change up the orders of the hours of the SROs so they can be there for the event versus someone be at school and then?
Yeah, we try to do that as best we can with their schedule, but sometimes, like in this particular instance, was very rare.
Yeah.
Is even for like a road detail, our policy, as a lot of policies, especially in the towns and cities in northern Rhode Island, will go out of jurisdiction, Smithfield, Woonsocket, Barberville, to fill details other than us, because the interlocal trust says that we can do that. They're covered, they're peace officers, and they can work road details they train. But this particular instance, there was no one to work. So you only have so many bodies that have to work their regular patrol shift to reach minimum manning. And even if we had vacancies there, we'd have to order back our own people. It just wasn't enough. But we try to, even when the people are on patrol. But I can't assign someone from a shift to that duty if they're gonna get called off back and forth. But we try the best we can for them to be posted at that event.
I know that, what Mrs. St. Jean was saying, because I also received some calls about the concerts, and the people that were sitting inside towards the stage, they some of them telling me how they started to feel anxious and claustrophobic, and they started getting very nervous because they knew that it was, so this is still very real to a lot of people that were there, and those are our citizens, and I feel that we should at least split the cost with the school on protecting them. Just the police presence alone would, trust me, that just having somebody there alone, it could be a deterrent, that we'll never know. Those are the intangibles that you can never know what you're saving or what's going on. But somebody could take one look at a police officer there and turn around and go the other way.
And just to clarify, and actually, that's my spreadsheet, I should have known this. That was a estimate for the spring, the $30,000. That wasn't the entire year. So fall is a busy time of the year, winter, it's a little quiet.
Like when it's in a big, like at the turf, like how do you even go about having like, how does that even work? Because it's such a big area.
You put them right at the entrance, so that if anybody walks in there, they can see the police officer. You put the cruiser right there right in front. You just make yourself known. It's not a guarantee, it's not 100%, but
No, but it's just such a big area.
I know.
You know, and it's so open, you
Yeah.
know?
And no, neither of us had budgeted for this, but it's something that's expected now, so we're looking at 20,000, 40, 60, 70,000.
what's a life worth?
If we can.
Yeah, I don't want to be the guy
Exactly.
putting a number to somebody's
That's
life.
right.
Yeah.
I know,
Jeez.
and that's why I hate to throw that out, but this is budget, and, you know, we have to think about the logistics and the cost, and, we want to provide the best we can for everyone.
I think it's something we have to continue the conversation between the school and the town to see, you know, the frequency and how we can, obviously, it's something that's needed, you know?
Yeah, we have, a number of parents are asking, they want to see policy,
No.
you know, from your side, our side,
Mhm.
collective policy on, having a police detail. They would like to see it mandated, mandatory if there's an event at the school, at the town, there has to be a detail. They're not exactly, you know, cognizant of the manpower issues and the coverage and, you know, the hoops we try to jump through to make that happen. So, yes, I mean, we've been coordinating as best as we can, but just been trying to cover as much as we can.
Well, I can say is the detailed process is the easiest way in the largest pool of officers that we can draw from to fulfill that obligation. But the town has done a great job. I want to say that we're the only town that has an SRO in every school. So you have a police officer that doesn't count for minimum manning, that it isn't in my patrol ranks, that's assigned to the school, that pay their benefits, hourly rate, whatever, their first year, third year, fifth year senior patrolmen that work at the school every day.
Is in your budget.
Yes.
Chief, is it
And
possible?
that's not a budget thing, that's what the town has thought of for safety for the schools.
Right.
So we added to our patrol ranks 2 years ago. We mandated just an SRO in our patrol division assigned to the school. They come back to me in the summertime, but they have vacation time and whatnot. So we may have them 4 weeks out of the summer year because they go back a little early, they do Alice training and whatnot. And it's been working great.
And our teachers and parents and students are just eternally grateful.
So this is kind of above and beyond what we've done as a normal flow of protection, security at private events, I shouldn't say private school events, that they have throughout the year. And I know that dance thing, or the chorus, something fell between the cracks as far as information and communication from the detail officer, or getting it out on a timely manner, and with the SRO scheduling, that there should have been somebody there.
Chief, is it possible to have the school, have the detail, for instance, if there's a school event, that detail has to be filled first before someone can work a highway detail?
You can't really do that. What we try to do is get communication with the athletic director, the SRO, and the detail officer to get that out in a timely manner. We were kind of catching up to,
Yeah.
communication on, okay, what's coming up next. The SRO is the best way to vet that information, because they're at the school, they're with the athletic director, and the school administration, on what's coming up.
In the principles, and, you know, going into, again, we sort of backed into this, we put as much in place as we could. Sometimes there were some short notice things, but our schedule, coming out of the summer is going to be, our calendar is set for the year. So there's ample notice.
Sure, it's pretty easy. If they gave us the details of a schedule, and the police department scheduled everything they have where it is, and we put it on the docket, and gets paid.
Months and months in advance, so, different situation.
Can we add a line item to town council contributions? To ignore this now is not a good idea.
No, I mean, or do we just put it under the police department for school events?
Any chance you want to put it under the school's appropriation, just give them a little extra to cover the town half? I'm just thinking logistically, when we bill the school for a detail, they're gonna pay, like, it goes into a receivable account, there's an admin fee. I don't know if you ever have a cruiser on site for those events, but there's like 3 different accounts it could hit. 2 revenue accounts, a receivable account. I'm just thinking the logistics of sending the bill out,
But we
receiving a
can't-
payment
Other
for
question?
half.
We can't tell them
Not
how
to-
to spend their money,
Yeah, not to
so
interrupt you.
we could do a line item to say school events, and then it also goes to the maintenance of effort, so I'd rather keep it in the police department.
Can it come out of their general fund? It's technically not an operation expense, is it? If it's something that the town is telling you to do.
We can't tell them.
Or
Fund balance.
why don't we could keep it real simple, have them pay the bill in full, and at the end of the month, give us a bill.
Give who a bill?
Give the town a bill. Tell us
So
what
do we
owe.
want to add a new,
This
No,
last,
she covered it all. Alicia covered it.
yeah, we covered.
Do we-
covered it. We didn't bill you.
But that's what the plan was to pay it all upfront.
Yeah.
And basically, Alicia was gonna send Tony the 50% of what it is to come out of the town.
That sounds easy.
That's what the plan was.
But we still need to account for that somewhere.
We would.
Where are we gonna account for that?
I mean, Chief, do you think there's any room in your overtime budget that we've already approved with the additional manpower coming on, or?
That's a lot.
Well, you're saying, how much, oh, you're saying 70,
70,000.
so like 35?
Hmm.
Is that what you're saying, like 35,000?
Yeah, this is.
This is how it's.
No, 35.
70 total?
So this would just bring in like end of year bills for the 23 and 7.
Yeah, I mean, if you're thinking that's gonna get absorbed in that budget without adding to it, it's a guesstimation, so.
Yeah, and if you happen to go over, I mean, then can't we do some moving of his lines if he should go over, and then we know that it's because of like, it could possibly be because of the events at the school, if it's overtime? Yeah.
so,
It's not the same rate.
no. So, I'm just trying to think logistically. When we send the bill, we're only going to bill them for half and we pay half?
Bill the school 100%.
Bill the school, they pay the whole amount, and then we reimburse them
And we pay them back.
out
No.
of
No, yeah, then we pay them back.
overtime? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, why can't we just bill them half?
It's gonna be a mess in the detail system. There's the way the software works. Because they're gonna have a
Can you
full,
guys kind of work it out, how the best,
Yeah.
I just don't know how to put it or where to put it in the budget.
How about
Is
when
my-
we get the payment of the bills on it, would it be a line that say, you know, $15,000?
But
to pay
what
the
account
schools?
number in the budget are we
Where
gonna
are you-
hit?
where are
Like,
you
where are
putting
we charging it?
That's why I said town council
In
contributions.
theory,
Town
if we're
council
committing to paying
contributions.
50% of the detail, then we're going to have to pay this year over year.
Mhm.
So why wouldn't we just put it in town appropriation? We're going to have to pay
Because-
it year over year.
because we can't tell them what to do with it.
But if we're giving you 50, And you don't think that they would actually allocate that
It's
money
not the-
towards
It's
it?
not the point, Rebecca. The point is we should have it in a line item so that we can say that this is for the
So
town
put a line under
events.
the school for school security.
Under yours?
Under the school department, add a new expenditure account? Yeah, under the school department. I'm also okay with the contribution that,
Yeah.
if that's how you
Seems
want
the
it.
easiest to me.
It's cleaner, it's a lot, it's
I
cleaner
just
that
don't want
way.
it to hit.
Doing a town council contribution?
Well, it's just so they just pay it and they send us a
So
bill
like
for
at the
what we
end of the
owe.
year, they just send us,
No, yeah,
No,
I'm saying,
going forward, going
Yeah.
forward. So are proposing create a new line item, town council contributions, school security with a number. You guys pay it, you send us the bill for 50% of it, and we send you back a check.
I like that.
that could work for me. I think that makes sense. That works for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of what the thing was.
yeah.
Okay, cool. It doesn't matter.
Just advise you that there is some law that suggests that whenever the town pays any bills on behalf of the school, that's not a way around maintenance of effort,
Mhm.
just so we're clear about that.
It's not paying a bill on behalf of the school, it's paying the bill that the school
I
submits.
understand, I've been following the conversation, I don't have the answer, I'm just letting you know there is a case in Rhode Island where a town promised to pay a bill on behalf of the school as part of an agreement, and ultimately the court ruled that that constitutes maintenance of effort. I'm not trying, I don't have a problem doing what you're doing, I just want you to do it with your eyes open, that it could ultimately constitute maintenance of effort. I mean, it's part of their money. So, and I don't have that answer for you now, this is, you're doing this on the fly. Maybe you wanna.
I know, like this, we should have had this, like, all set in the budget.
I like the idea, again, I'm not against the idea, I just don't wanna have a discussion 6 months from now or a year from now saying that this is maintenance of effort, and you're saying, well, we didn't think so. We either have to drill down and get that answer, which I think more likely than not would constitute maintenance of effort.
That's what I said, and they're saying it would mess up the system. I mean, why, I don't know why we just can't bill them at 50%. Yeah.
Because we're gonna pay the officer the full amount.
Right.
Yeah.
And so when we pay the officer, that whole wage for the detail goes into a receivable account. So
you
if I'm
bill-
only
you bill
putting
them
half,
So if we do a line item, even if you put it under contributions, you bill them half and the other 50% hits that line item on the budget.
what line item?
We can create one can we do town council contribution or safety or,
You can, again,
But I don't want it to go on the maintenance of
But
effort.
you certainly can do what you're suggesting.
but we're not paying it for them, it's our portion that we're, for the security of the town, right? So we're still billing them, and they're still paying,
For half.
but they're our town employees, we're absorbing half of the expense. Or is it better to put it in the police department line item, therefore it's under the police department and that's where it's hitting? So we're only billing them 50%, they pay the 50, and the other 50% hits that expense line. Huh? That's what I've been saying. All
Okay,
right.
I'm good with that.
Can I make a motion to add a line item into the police department's budget? And it would, any preference what we're gonna call it, Tony? But is that gonna create a problem if it's a,
Again, I can't give you an.
how about special event security?
You can call it whatever you want, I just want you to know, it doesn't answer the question that I raised, and I don't have that answer at my fingertips, that's all I'm saying. But certainly,
I mean, should we just get clarification on it first?
you could create the line item, set it, we can get clarification.
So there's a community events item in there.
In the police, yeah.
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 So would that be all right to add it there, chief?
Worst case later on, we can,
And then, under that, I'll do a separate skip on the description, security.
Okay. All right, so can I make a,
I guess the fundamental question, would the council's opinion decision change if it was determined to be maintenance of effort?
Yes.
You're saying yes?
I mean, if it's going to be maintenance of effort, then we should just put it in town appropriation, no? Like,
But no, but I'm saying, I agree, putting in the police department's budget is the way to go for now. But I'm just suggesting to you, if it comes down on the fact, do you wanna revisit this, or are you gonna be satisfied that that's the way it comes down that way?
No, what you say, I hear you. So what he's saying is, if it's maintenance of effort, would we decide that we don't wanna do it? And the answer is obviously no.
it's not that we don't want to do it, it's just that, and I'm not saying you wouldn't use it that way, I'm just saying we can't tell you to use it for that, and I just want to make sure that that's what we're using it for, because
No,
we're
I'm
trying
just saying
to
what
do the
David's
best.
question was, yeah.
Because now it's gonna be,
You're getting back to the fundamental issue that the General Assembly will not let you do, and I can't solve that problem.
I know,
If part of maintenance of effort, you cannot tell them what to do with the money.
right,
If they determine that it's maintenance of effort, then they could eventually get this money in their budget without it going to the police department account. I'm not saying that's gonna happen, I'm not saying that's.
no,
the
I'm not
rule.
either, but it's just, everyone needs to understand that.
Right, yeah, that's all I'm trying to do is point it out to you. So if you wanna put it in there as a contingency account, something, but if you feel comfortable that if it cuts the other way, you're not gonna have remorse about that decision, then that's fine. Or do you want to put some money into a contingency account and try to determine the answer and then make a decision?
That would be best.
mhm.
Can we
'Cause
put
unless it's like, this is gonna be done tomorrow, we can figure it out. Just so that you're making a decision knowing it one way or the other.
Dave, oh, sorry.
So Chief, under your community events, that amount that's in there now, what's in there for the $9,000?
Explorer program, Citizens Academy, Touch a Truck, beer program, Halloween event, Pumpkin Fest, Coffee with a Cup, Special Olympics and holiday events, November and December.
And you use all that, right?
Most of that.
Okay.
And we actually cut some. We didn't give him what he actually requested for all those events.
Yeah, well, we
It's a
gave,
small line.
yeah, it's not a lot, no, I was just wondering,
But
like,
it's a perfect line item to fit that in.
Yeah.
Description on the right.
Is this what we have
Five
left on the
thousand.
budget? Is this what we have left? No.
The thing is, not to make the agreement with the school department tonight, right now.
Yeah, can
that
we
you're
put it
gonna
off
do
till Thursday? Is
I
that
think you
all
should
that's
put
left
that
in this?
off. Don't make that decision today.
Well,
So
But we
that you
need
at
to
least know
adopt
when
the
you're
budget.
making
yeah.
the decision.
Oh, hold on. You don't make the agreement, but put the money in, because I need the levy tonight. So there's no waiting on approving the general fund budget to Thursday. Yeah, I know. I just want to make that clear.
So we can
You
put
would
it
be
in a
putting in the
contingency.
money, and then, but not make an agreement with the
so why don't we
with the
just
school.
use what's in contingency?
We could expense it through there,
What's in contingency?
75.
Well, I have it
Well, you were talking about that wage survey and other stuff,
in the
right?
comp analysis.
You want to get rid of it?
No, I don't want to get rid of it.
That's the account.
I don't want to get rid of it. I just question how we're using it.
I want to get rid of it, but now if we have a reason for it, until we get the answer, then we could always move it out, right? But you said contingency is not in the levy. Is that what you said?
It's not levied, no.
So if we move something out, then that's going to change our levy.
Well, what are we moving out?
If we expensed it,
If we move some money out of contingency and put it in another line item, then it would affect the
yeah, I
levy.
could, so say we were gonna, say the expenses came to like 15 grand, right? I would lower, if we want to estimate 15 grand, I could lower the 75,000 by 15, leave that at 60, and then put 15 in community events. And then remove it from the revenue, if you wanted, bring the revenue side of that down to 60 as well. The question is, do you want this 15 grand levied or not? That's the
Well,
question,
if
that's my
it's-
question to you right now.
That's going to have to
If
be.
it's going to be a maintenance of
expense.
effort, then it has to be in the levy, right? And
We
that's
don't-
why I'm saying I think it
we're
needs to go in town appropriation.
Right, but my question is, do you want, forget maintenance of effort, do you want this $15,000 levied to the taxpayers or
It's
not?
gonna have to be.
Yes.
Okay, so then
It can't go in the contingency fund.
I would lower the, yeah, I wouldn't put it in the contingency fund, no. But it could be added as a line on that account,
What account?
the contingency line, but not add any revenue on the, I wouldn't add 15,000 to the revenue side. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So your expenses would increase by 15,000, your revenue would stay the same, in the event that that's what we estimate for these expenses. So that's how I would do it. It would be levied, it wouldn't be in a maintenance of effort. There would be no agreement to the school, and then we would go through tonight with a levy number, we can continue to Thursday.
So I think we have to look at like 30 to 35 though, because they're saying about 70,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And total.
That's 70,000 for just the spring and end of year events, so.
No, you said 30.
The 30, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I mean, I just feel like we're jumping through hoops when it could be very clean in town appropriation. And I understand that we can't say that they have to use it towards that, but I think it's understood that that's why we're giving you, that's why we're allocating however much it's going to be, because we want to support.
But we don't know how much it's gonna be, so every year that's gonna be part of the maintenance
I mean,
budget.
I'm still trying to absorb, we were funded 200,000 less than what we had proposed, and now we're talking another $40,000, which is unbudgeted on our side, so I'm just.
So we're not ready.
I'm just trying to absorb everything.
All right, so we're not ready to do this.
All this is just kind of academic.
So then, do we need
So
to
we're
make a
not ready.
decision on this
We're
tonight?
not ready to do it then.
Well, you gotta appropriate the money though, so we can do the levy.
Correct, so
No
you
matter
wouldn't
where
be
you put it.
making, so ideally, if the intent of the council is to pay for it at some point, and an agreement is made later, I would need a number to put in the budget now.
Yeah, let's do 35 and we'll put it under community events like Chief said.
In community events, not, okay, I can do that, I'll do that right now.
All right.
And then it's there, and if it doesn't get used, then
But in the interim, town solicitor, can you give us a better understanding of maintenance of effort? Okay. Okay.
You know, rides a little security sometimes.
I mean, at least it's there, even if it takes time to get the answer, and if
Yeah.
we don't use it, then Chief knows that that money really isn't for his expense, and, you know, we
You
don't
certainly
use
have
it.
more control over the chief's budget than you do the school department.
Well, at least he knows it's there, you know, so,
So just to confirm, 35,000, school security, all right, so then we just need to
but we're doing
reapprove
event security, right?
event security?
Under special events, under community events, right?
Yeah,
Yep, so I named it event security.
I know it was a pain, but it's probably the most important decision we made tonight, so.
mm-hmm.
So the new police department expense is 5,274,256.32.
So we have to rescind the motion we just made.
Yeah, and do the new amount.
Okay.
256.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to rescind the police department budget. I don't think, wait, do we have that amount? That was previously in the amount of $5,239,256.32.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. And no.
And I will make a motion to approve the North Smithfield Police Department budget in the amount of $5,274,256.32.
And it changed because we
It
added
inclusive of the new line item for special events in the amount of $35,000.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
Levy update.
What?
Levy update.
Yeah, we're all done.
3.484.
Was that, oh no, never mind, that was, the DEM match, that wouldn't impact the levy.
Now, I just do have a note before we do confirm everything that I made a note that Board of Canvassers might be too high. Do we want to go back and revisit that?
Yeah, I had that also.
So just as a reminder for the Board of Canvassers, about 10,000 and change, about 10,700 is in the fund balance, on the revenue side, not levied, being used through use of fund balance. That dollar amount is for if we had a special election. So just as a reminder, as context to that department.
So that's why you're saying the election expense is up to 39 instead of 29? So like going back to 24, the election expense was 25.7. So that would kind of be in case of special election, okay.
Yeah, but again, the election actuals were 20,000, 20,000, and 8,900, and we're budgeting 40,000.
I get 25.7, 28. Oh, no, that was the budget, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think they're allocating 10,000 just in case there's a special election, so I guess if you take that 10,000 out, since it would be coming from the fund balance, you said it would really be, in theory,
26.
29,000,
Well,
but
no,
then,
sorry, it's 19,000, 20,000, 8,000.
yeah.
So we're still.
Well above, so we could, technically shave off another 10?
Mhm.
And how much is that gonna impact the levy?
A little bit.
Okay,
It's a start.
Yeah, I was thinking 10.
yeah.
Like, it seems to me like there's just,
So, Tony, can
10,000.
we reduce that, the election expense Board of Canvassers from 39 to 29?
Well, we have to look at what lines in particularly we're gonna be,
Oh.
we can't just do the department as a whole.
No, it was the election expense.
Election expense.
Oh, sorry, okay, yeah, I can do that. I'll just reduce it by how
So
much?
line 51350,
And reduce it by how much?
10.
10,000, yep.
So we need to rescind the motion, right?
We just make a motion to update?
oh, I'll make a motion to rescind the Board of Canvassers budget in the amount of $49,778.54.
Second.
You said, okay. Any further discussion? Roll call?
John?
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow?
Yes.
Mr. Punchak?
Yes.
Ms. Alves?
Yes.
And I will make a motion to approve the Board of Canvassers budget in the amount of $39,778.54.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
John?
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow?
Yes.
Mr. Punchak?
Yes.
Ms. Alves?
Yes.
I also had a note, second look on the library.
It's a new position, don't they? And we need to do something about it. Don't get rid of it, which one?
The library, the
Oh.
town appropriation. So again, actuals 393, 413, 394, and we're looking at 442. So like 20?
Well, what's the
What do you-
logic
what
of
do
the
you-
increase for the library?
The
What-
town
what are you looking at,
appropriation
David?
on the library, yeah, why is there such a big increase in that?
The 2.85%?
All from 430,000 to 442,000 on actuals of 393, 413, and 394.
Is
So
there a
the-
percentage of our budget?
The actuals are maintenance of effort.
right?
Yeah, so we just haven't, the difference there between the act for FY '26 for the actual between 394 and 429 is just, we haven't, it doesn't have the last month there that we've given them. The reason for the increase of, from three, I'm pretty sure recently they had a new position. David, do you have some, they had presented to you guys, I don't think I was there for it.
Yeah, I think they added a new position there, payroll.
Can you just go up? I'm sorry.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they added a new position and they had some payroll calculation errors, so I think their payroll expense was outsized increase. And they said they had cut maybe some databases, but not much, so they felt that that was a pretty reasonable increase, so we didn't change anything.
Can I just see that for a minute? Thank you.
So this is the budget, and this was their letter kind of explaining.
All right, perfect, thank you.
And the last one I had was general government, so it must have been about the contingency,
About the what?
the contingency number.
The contingency number doesn't.
So we don't make debt with that. That means they're putting money from the general fund, like spending money from the general fund.
That was because of a match, I think, right? Yeah, there was a $10,000 match is what the reasoning was. So I thought that one too, but. Yeah, so tax assessor.
So it looks like a lot of this is just, like, it's like a estimate of healthcare, right? That's like their biggest. Then we have a new line item that they, a bookkeeping expense. Is there anything else anyone else wants to look at?
So I think, I just want to take another look at our capital items. And I said yesterday that I wanted to approach it on like a need-want basis. We said that the copy machine was definitely a need. Hello? Welcome back. Okay. The copy machine, we said was a need. We cut heavy equipment. The pickup with the plow at 65, that's a need, want, Ray? The pickup with the plow, is that a need or a want? I know that you've made a lot of sacrifices, so if it's but I want to go through these items and say, is this a need or a want? Like, will we be up Schitt's Creek without this year?
Probably let you know that in December.
Fair enough.
How about February?
Okay, so I'm gonna put a question mark next to that. Okay, drainage repairs, we've already said, we've already reduced that to 150. The dump with the plow, we maintained at 195, and then the road repair, we reduced to 1.1. Pacheco Park, well, that's not hitting the levy, right? Yeah. Didn't we say that's not hitting the levy last night?
It's a grant match.
The grant, no, the Scouters Hall repairs and the renovation with the grant match, we were gonna reduce that to 395.
No.
Yes, that's what Scott said.
That's what the grant, actual match.
Yeah, so 75 is hitting the levy.
Yes,
So 75,000 is in Parks and Rec for the capital that's the grant match, if I understand it
the
correctly.
395 is the grant match.
Which is, we're grabbing 75 more to put towards that grant match. So 75, that 75, as I understand it, is going towards the 395 that we need for the grant match.
Okay, we have two line items. We have Pacheco Park, which was initially at 290,000. We reduced that to 75. Okay.
Yes,
We have
correct.
Scouters Hall repairs renovation, the amount of 500,000. Scott,
That is not hitting the levy.
that's not hitting the levy.
Correct.
Okay. So we said 70, did we approve 75 for that? I don't remember where we left off. And so instead of the 290, we said 75. And then Scott, you're saying that you actually need 395 to match.
For the DEM grant, yes.
Okay, but we're still at 75. Okay. Okay. Chief, the Axon police tasers at 32,000. Need, want? Have to.
Yeah,
Okay.
we signed the contract.
Okay, we signed the contract, so we're obligated. And then we reduced the cruisers to 77.
Yeah, I requested 3 cruises.
I know. Sorry about that. And then the body cams, that's, will be reimbursed for that. Yeah, it's a wash. Okay. EMA, we said we need those in order to start to phase out the radios, so that's a need, not a want. Okay. Plus, we don't want to get whacked next year when we have to replace all of them at the same time. Okay. And sorry if this is redundant, but I think this is a valuable exercise. Protective clothing, 35,000, that's a need.
Correct. That, there is a possibility that could start to go down next year, but this year that is a need, yes.
Okay. And the desk mount, the 4 mobile desk mount radios at 18,000,
Fits into
the same
with the
logic with the EMA. Dispatch console upgrade, we reduced that, actually, we increased that to 81, that's a need.
That's an absolute, yeah,
And then the CAD software upgrade,
yes.
need. Okay, Memorial Town Hall, 20,000 for windows. I mean, he's looking at that potential grant for $78,000. That doesn't require a match.
That was for other windows, right?
Yeah, to finish the windows.
So he would still need this to complete all the windows?
Yes, but in theory, can that wait for next year? If he has a grant in the pipeline, we allocated 20,000 last year that replaced 2 windows. He's looking at a grant of 78,000. He said with this 20,000, that would finish all the windows. I don't know the likelihood of him not getting that grant or him getting it, so it could be no windows at all if we reduce the 20,000, but do we want to take the chance for the 78,000? Let that cover the windows for this year, and then next year we'd talk about,
It's not like there's no windows in there now, right?
no, there are windows.
It's not just, that's what I mean, it's not just an open,
Right, it's not like the cold is coming in, you know, like, I hate to do that because they're doing such excellent work there, but if
Yeah.
we're looking, like, we've had to make sacrifices elsewhere, so I think that and I hate to talk about it without him here, but. So I think that's more of a want, not a need, because we have windows. Sorry. Okay, so, but we'll keep the 6,000 for the sign. I really think that, why can't we leverage the Boy Scouts? Like the Eagle Scouts to do, they've done so many signs around town for their Eagle Scout projects, they don't wanna, we can't ask them to do a sign?
We put up the one that was,
Broken?
in 1432. We repaired that one. And,
Where is it?
someone's actually, case fine. So we repaired that, but it's probably not gonna last the winter.
What's in that room, isn't it?
It's just old, it's held together with glue right now.
I think it's
So
a
we
great project
suggested-
for the Eagle Scouts, I'm
So,
sorry.
Whatever.
It's,
I was asked to look into it. That's a quote we came up with, to have signs comparable to the police station, the fire stations. It's a town facility. I think
I think we
it
should
deserves a better sign than what's out front.
Okay.
yeah, you really, you want people to see that. and-
I'm the one who brought up the issue with the sign. I didn't realize that the sign that we had couldn't be repaired.
Well, we did the best we could, but
Okay.
it's not gonna last through the winter.
Okay. So let's leave the 6, because it sounds like we need that, but, the 20,000 for the windows, that's more of a want right now. And then, the ride approved projects, the 200, that was the capital that we already talked about. We already removed that. The North Smithfield Little League, the only thing we approved there was the light in the amount of 7,000 and change, and then we haven't gotten to water or sewer yet. So, I think maybe the 20,000 for the windows has to go.
Go on with that.
Yeah. Can we see how much that impacts the levy?
Excuse me.
Yes,
So I just checked on that request on the pickup truck.
yes,
So we probably can get by this year, but we're gonna need it for next year.
okay.
So if you wanna pull it out of this capital.
Yeah, but we don't wanna get to a point that we're saving all this capital for next year, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like,
keep half of
we
it.
don't, yeah, we don't wanna, like.
And that's
be-
why I'm just saying, if you want to, fine, but we're coming back at you, maybe with
Bless
2
you.
next year.
Yeah, okay.
So how about if and I'm not asking you to make a decision, but if you had a choice between the 6-wheel dump plow or the 3/4 ton pickup? This is either one.
I need the 6-wheel. We
Okay.
spent probably in excess of 100,000 trying to keep 2 of the 6 wheels on the road this year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So that's why I'm saying I can get by without that pickup this year. I know it's only 65,000, but
Oh, you can get by without the pickup?
without the pickup this year.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot better than getting by without the plow, okay.
So that's
So there, it's almost.
85,000 right there.
So I think we're good there.
Okay.
Does it make sense to keep half of the pickup for next year? Say 50? So take the 20 and take 30, 20 for the windows and 30 for the plow. So he keeps the 35 towards the pickup next year.
Does that make
Well,
sense?
Do you think you'll be looking for any other trucks next year?
One.
Just this one?
The study we've done is to start replacing. The 6-wheel trucks are all coming into like the 10 to 15-year timeframe. So probably come back again next year with a 6-wheel, but probably not a pickup.
If we approve the pickup this year, or,
We definitely need the 6-wheel truck.
yes,
That's what I'm saying. The pickup, we can get by
by without,
without it this year.
But
you're
you would
coming
request
back
it next year.
I probably will put it right back in for next year.
And then you're gonna have another 190, another 6-wheel and a 3/4.
Probably, but it all depends on the winter. If we have another winter like we had, we're probably going to have to. We've done a lot of improvements to some of the trucks that we had trouble with over the winter, so we spent a lot. That's why our numbers were up for equipment repairs. I'm hoping not to see that again next year. So I really can't answer that question, but I can get by without the pickup this year.
If we take half of it and the windows, that's to get rid of our line item of the 35 we just added in. We go back down to the 3.3, right? 3.53 or something?
We took 10 out of the other 10.
I have a levy of 3.663 right now.
That was without the windows?
I haven't changed any,
Right,
you want me
so-
to take the windows out?
Well, if we take out half the pickup and leave half in, and then take out the windows, that's gonna basically take care of the line item we just put in Chief's department.
So take out half the 3/4 ton pickup?
The 65, yeah.
Yep, so chop that down to half, and then the
The windows,
town,
because that would give us 50, and we put in 35.
10,000, so 3.546.
3.5.
What did we put back in?
And
Plus,
then
we were at
if,
3.3 was when we were on.
if we're looking for more, if we're scraping by for more cuts, we can lower OPEB contribution by 25,000.
How were you sitting on that one?
No, I
You should've gave
wasn't.
us that one a long time ago.
No, I wasn't.
Hold on, so before we remove the 20 and the 32, what was the levy at?
I had 3.484.
You had 3.4,
Alright.
and then we
Yeah.
just removed it, and now it's 3.5.
What am I adding back?
You're not adding anything. I was thinking we were gonna go less than 3.484.
Right.
because Those eliminations. So
Removing
So
those
we
two.
added 35 in.
So we added 35, and that put us at
but I
what?
thought that was going.
I've
Okay.
already re-added a bunch of stuff, so I
3 point
wouldn't, I'm
something.
not sure what it was at this point. We've rechecked and checked it a bunch of times.
So all we have to do is this. We have to put back in the $20,000 for the windows, and back in, we have to make the pickup with the plow 65. Then that should get us back to the last number that we had that included the 35,000 in the police department budget.
And we cut 10 out of, whatever we cut 10 out of.
So giving back the 3/4 pickup
Canvases.
and the 10,000 for Memorial Town Hall
20.
windows, giving back the 10, you were gonna take out half of that, right?
No.
No, 20.
Taking half, all right, so it's back to 20,
Okay.
yeah.
This
You're
is
at
mental gymnastics
3.663.
tonight.
What?
3.663 is what you're at. That's the levy right now.
Okay, 3.66.
And then,
We're gonna remove the 20, we're gonna reduce the quarter pickup truck by half.
okay,
So that's 32 and change.
Yep.
3.484.
And that brings us to what, 3.5?
3.518, and then I can,
Go ahead.
I just have to write down these
And you
down.
took out the 10,000 for the Board of Canvases, right?
That's removed, yep,
Okay.
yep.
And then now you said that we could take out another 25,000 from what exactly?
Okay.
OPEB contributions.
Okay,
Then we should.
And then we're at
Sayonara.
3.449.
okay.
I have one question about Parks and Rec. So I just want to make sure, so there's 3 capital for Parks and Rec, right? The field lights, I think that's a no-brainer to keep
Mhm.
that. Then there's 2 more, so Scouters Hall repair, so that's the 500,000 coming out of the, fund balance.
Yep.
So I believe that's what the administrator said could get cut to 395, which wouldn't touch the levy, but it would just
Mhm.
lower that amount. And then the 75,000 for Pacheco Park, the budget committee did not recommend funding that 75,000, which is coming out of the levy. So the only comment that we have in the spreadsheet is, the 75,000 is, suggested by the TA to add for a future grant match. So I don't know if there's any grant yet, but, so that potentially could be cut too,
I think, but Scott did say that there is the DEM grant that would,
which would come out of the
The
500,000.
But I think the 75 was just so that we had the, Scott,
Yeah, Scott?
The 75,000 for Pacheco Park, you wanted that for a grant match. Is there a grant in the process?
The grant match that we are using for DEM is the 395.
Right, but you also said a grant match for the Pacheco Park, 75,000.
I didn't say that was a grant match.
Yeah, the comment in the Excel says the 75K the TA is suggesting is
What's that?
adding to the balance used for a future grant match. It's-
Well, so why would
No.
DEM be giving us a grant for Scouters? They're not giving us a grant for Scouters.
No. The original, the 290 that you knocked down to 75, or the administrative, that was for the park entrance and improvements to the parking lot.
Yeah.
In addition to the grant cap match that started at 500, which is now down to 395. That's not for Scouters Hall, that's for the complex.
Right.
But the $500,000 DEM grant and the 395 match is for the relocation and replacement of the play structure, putting in the walking path, and dealing with other parking infrastructure improvements. So those infrastructure improvements are all connected with the Scouters complex. These are
Okay.
things that we're gonna have to do, but we're not including it as part of the $4 million Scouters
Gotcha.
grant, fund, federal fund, but it's gonna have to happen. We just have to include it as part of the 4 million.
Okay.
So when we refer to Pacheco Scouters, we're really looking at the whole complex. We're looking at the parking, we're looking at stormwater management systems, we're looking at signage, we're looking at lighting, we're looking at landscaping, the whole bit.
Okay. But of the two capital items, the 290 and the 500, which one was specifically for the grant match?
For the DEM grant, it was the 395.
There's no 395.
Well, it's 500, I'm saying we only
Okay.
need 395.
Okay. But that's not going to hit the levy anyway.
That's right.
Okay. So we're gonna leave the 500 because it doesn't hit the levy. We reduced the Pacheco Park, the 290 to 75. So that's essentially going to help us kickstart renovations down in Pacheco Park,
Yep.
right?
Yes.
If we remove that 75, we're not doing anything out the gate.
Well, if we're going to, well, yes, because again, the stuff that we added to the 500 was the fund balance and the 75 was being levied. I'm saying if we looked at it in total without the source of funds and we removed the 395, or removed the 500 down to 395, but added the 75 back in for a total, that still could be looked for Scouters Pacheco. But that would still come out of the levy, so we're taking $75,000 out of the levy. So we leave the $75,000, we take that out. We leave it at $500,000 for Scouters.
Yes.
As opposed to lowering that down to 395.
Right.
So effectively come out with the same amount of money and it's all fund balance.
So then we
out of it.
can remove the
The 75.
75.
As long as we leave the 500
Yes.
for Scouters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go, Tony, so let's remove the 75.
Should we be doing motions on?
Oh.
I'm running all the departments, so you have to be motion.
Okay. Because Rebecca's just kind of like
Sorry.
taking stuff out.
3.243.
3.243, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good considering everything we put in.
Mhm. Okay.
We good?
Anything else? Team?
I don't think there's anything else until we start talking. Yeah, team over here.
Sliced and diced.
Because we put positions in we needed, we put
Yeah.
some funds in where we needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. We put 2 people in the fire department,
People
Someone else in the main
on, 2 on police,
1 on police.
Also.
another person in finance.
Right.
Bill, why don't you take tomorrow off?
I mean, and we have that significant increase because of the contract, the union contract. So there's no getting around the,
12 hours.
there's no getting around the increase as a result of the police union contract.
You don't fall under my topics.
So I think we did the best we could this year.
Do you want this
Okay.
back, Mike?
Jerry, yeah, take it after.
Okay, Tony? We gotta roll with these motions. Can you if you typed them up, you could've just put them on the screen, and then I could've just,
Did you write them down? I can read them.
You just have to go back to the department and, just, so that means we
so we have to go back to DPW first. Back to DPW,
Highway.
highway. Well, it's under the header of DPW, so. Yes, it is.
The new highway amount is, for the department itself, is $4,782,092.46.
Okay. So I'll make a motion to rescind the previous highway budget. Kip, do you have those numbers?
I think it was that number.
In the amount of $4,914,592.46.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
I will make a motion to approve the highway department budget in the amount of,
Stop one second.
what?
What if, I'm sorry, you rescinded the 4.9?
Yeah, I think that didn't sound
No,
right.
because you've already rescinded that, you have to rescind the 4.8.
Okay, can you read that number off to me?
Yeah, it's $4,814,592.46.
Okay, so I'm going to rescind that motion? And I am going to make a motion,
No.
amend?
If the first rescind number was
Oh,
wrong, then
sorry,
we have to do a second and go through the whole thing, and then you can make the new motion. David's on here, let's just do that to be safe.
Okay.
I'm sure that's what he would like.
Okay,
So
so,
I second your motion. for
Okay.
the updated number.
we need a roll call.
Where are we at?
So you're
Roll call.
amending the rescinding number?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Any
Got it?
discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
Okay. I will make a motion to rescind the appropriate highway budget.
No,
No.
no. You're
What?
making a new motion for the new number. That
No.
Yeah.
The motion that we just made accounted for the wrong budget of 4.9. So I actually have to rescind the previous motion where we approved the 4.8.
You just did that.
You amended it. You amended.
Oh, we
the
amended
number.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't say the 4.8 though.
You said that number, she said it on
Okay.
your behalf.
Okay. Okay. I will make a motion to approve the new highway budget in the amount of $4,782,092.46.
Reflecting half of the,
Reflecting that we have deducted the quarter-ton pickup with plow that was in the amount of $65,000.
In the Pacheco Park. Oh, no.
No,
No.
just the.
No, that was
just the-
separate. Okay, second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
Okay, now we need to rescind Parks and Rec. We have to rescind Parks and Rec because didn't we previously approve the 75,000? And now we're saying, well, we're gonna remove the 75,000 and keep it at 500.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So,
that should be just confirming it's that number.
Darianne, for Parks and Rec, the last number that you had for budget was 933,371.68?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, I am going to rescind the Parks and Rec budget in the amount of $933,371.68.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call? Who's talking?
Mr.
Scott.
Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
Okay, I am going to make a new motion to approve the Parks and Rec budget in the amount of $858,371.68, and that reflects removing the Pacheco Park, the 75,000 that we allocated to Pacheco Park, with the understanding that the $500,000 for the Scouters Hall repairs and renovation will cover the Pacheco Park, project.
Second.
We have a motion and a second.
Oh, there was a motion?
Yeah.
Is there a
Second.
second? Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
Okay, and then the other one was Memorial Town Hall.
That should be, let me just make sure, 1 second. Yeah, 26, yes, it should be December, just confirm it.
Jerry Ann, for the general government, did you have 1.832,
Yes.
Okay, cool. I am going to make a motion to rescind the general government budget in the amount of $1,832,178.85.
That's a
Second.
motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
Where's that new number? For general government, we deducted the 20,000 for windows.
So the new amount, and plus the 25 from OPEB. So the new amount for general government is 1,787,178.85.
Well, I want to make mention that in the motion.
Yeah.
What are we adding?
It's not a budget, it's not a capital item, but it's up to you.
Windows.
Oh, wait a minute. So, what was that number you just said? 1,000,008? Oh, 1,000,007.
787.
Okay. So I will make a motion to approve the new general government budget in the amount of $1,787,178.85. Oh, we have removed the Memorial Town Hall windows in the amount of 20,000, and then, the OPEB trust contribution in the amount of, what was that, Tony?
25,000 decrease.
$25,000 decrease.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Is that all of them, Tony?
Was that?
Is that all the ones you had?
That's the only 3 departments that we made changes to, that I wrote down.
And then the levy ended at 3.2 with those deductions?
3.243.
Okay. Now we do revenue. Can I take a really quick recess and just use the restroom?
Mhm.
Thank you.
Good evening. William
One
Dakota, 143 Black Plain Road. Oh,
Are we good? Okay, all right, go ahead.
Good
Bill.
evening, William Dakota, 143 Black Plain Road, Superintendent of Water and Sewer.
Thank you. Is there anything that you need to explain on this going into it, or anything that's a little bit out of the ordinary, or?
Nothing off the top. I'm willing to, answer any questions, but right out of the gate. What's that?
Want to start with water?
Sure.
So, education training, seems like there's a little bit of a increase there.
Yeah, so, and the increase on the education and training is only because we've got a major flip going in the water department right now. We've got 3 people on their way out and probably 3 new people on the way in. So for licensing and things of that nature, that's where that increase comes from. You know what, I'd like to talk to the water rate, if you don't mind. I'll make
Sure.
a quick explanation
Yeah.
on that. Is the major increase in the rate is something that we have no control over. The purchased water, we had over the past 2 years, about a 27% increase. And this year, it was, we're looking at 13.5% increase. So that's, out of our control right there. That's regulated by the PUC.
Okay. What'd you say?
It was, I think, 13.74, I think it is.
Okay, I mean, everything else is pretty straightforward. Anyone have any questions?
I do. Just, so if we're renting hydrants, do we own any hydrants?
Do we own any hydrants?
Yeah.
No.
Then why are we budgeting to repair and maintain them if we're renting them? That's not part of the rental agreement?
No, the hydrant repair and maintenance, that's what that is. So all the hydrants in town, we own.
I thought we rented hydrants.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not seeing where you got the hydrant rental from.
That's something we
It's on
talked
the-
about with fire department.
Oh, so that's,
On the general fund side, we pay
Yeah.
one socket for certain hydrants?
we do, that doesn't come out of my budget.
No.
Right.
But
All right, so
So,
we do own
yes.
some hydrants and we do rent some hydrants.
Yeah, well, I'll explain it a little bit. So what happens is Woonsocket has a line item, so if they have, let's say they have a mill, and the mill has hydrants on the property, they pay a service fee for those, right? And so that's what Woonsocket charges us for the hydrants in North Smithfield on their distribution system. So those aren't technically belong to the water department. So they charge the town for those hydrants. Does that make sense? Is that clear?
Somewhat, I guess.
Okay.
The simplest is there are some hydrants in this town that the town owns.
Yes, all the hydrants on my distribution system, we own. We own those. That's repair and maintenance. If we're talking about the rental, those are hydrants that are in North Smithfield, like if you're talking Union Village, they charge us to have those on our system, like they would like a private entity on their own. So if you went up to CVS at the industrial park, they have, let's say, 4 hydrants on their grounds up there. They get charged the fee for those hydrants. They do the same to us for the hydrants in that part of town.
So if I understand it right, the reason is because they're direct customers with Woonsocket, where Slatersville Water System is not, the people are not, they're customers of the Slatersville Water System, but the people in Union Village are direct customers of Woonsocket.
That's right, yep.
Just as a correction, Bill, I don't think I gave it to you because I had done this after you had proposed your budget and everything. So the rate right now is, proposed is 12.99. That's due to some changes in benefits. And I had to add, so I took in the new employee. She came off our benefits, but then I had to add in the cost, the potential cost for when Bill and John leaves, for them to get insurance, the people that replace them. So it was a little bit of a wash, but the new rate is 12.99. That's what we have so far. Not approved, but what's presented to you.
Okay.
Without, it includes the 120 for TTHM. It does not include the 90,000 for the St. Paul Water Street.
So I guess, Bill, while you're up there, so on the water capital, the pipe excavator, is that, what is this? For
Yeah,
the
the-
capital?
Yeah, yes, you'll see that on water and sewer. With the extra person on our team, what I'd like to do is get an excavator, so we can actually, go up, like right now, we rely on private contractors, and in an emergency, we turn to highway to get out and actually do work in the field, but we'd like to start doing some of that in-house. Because there's a savings on that, rather than hiring a contractor out of professional services.
Okay, does anyone have any other questions regarding water? Anyone want to make a motion?
So just out of clarification, on the capital budget spreadsheet, there's $130,000. The pipe excavator's 20, the Comstock tank is 110, on our sheet it's 120.
And it just says TTHM, that's the
Yeah,
company
so,
you were just talking about?
yeah.
The
Water
TTHM
service.
is it's the treatment required to bring the water back into compliance at Comstock Tank.
So Bill, is the TTHM 110,000 or 120,000?
120,000.
Okay, and then the excavator would have to be added in as a capital item if approved, as a separate $20,000 line item in capital.
But is the excavator technically 40,000?
No, it's not, but we've got a 15,000 on water and 85 on sewer.
But Tony, on your capital, on your itemized capital budget page, it says the total is only 20,000.
Yeah, it didn't sum up.
Oh,
It just didn't grab the next item. That's just a,
okay.
So I guess I'm confused, because it says 110 on here, Comstock tank TTHM removal system, but on here it's 120.
It's 120, and right now, we don't have a price on it. What I did is I went out and I got a price on it from a contractor, and he told me about 110 to 120,000 installed. But, so when I went to the Department of Health, you can't just go and install the treatment, right? You've got to do the whole study. That's being done right now. As part of that project, they're gonna go through the bid process. So, we're looking in the range, my guess is 110 to 120, based on the conversations I had with the company that installs it. And, but, that's yet to be seen. The study should be done sometime in October or November, and at that point, we'll be going out to bid.
So now this pipe excavator isn't on the budget, so what is that request for? Like, what is that?
The
machine to do his own repairs.
Oh, is that what it is, a machine?
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of having to go out contract, they'd be able to do it in-house. How often, Bill, how often do you have to go out to contract for a pipe excavator?
We do it a few times a year, but I mean, for instance, we just hired, I think it was 5 days, we hired a contractor we work with all the time to elevate manhole covers. But, you know, there's other issues with that. It's like manhole covers, they're not an emergency, but if we have downtime, we can be out there doing that.
Yeah.
When you're hiring a contractor for something like that, they have a schedule to work with, so, you know, we'd like to be able to handle some of that smaller stuff in-house. But then you have emergencies, and that's a couple times a year. We had a sewer emergency last week that came in somewhere around $8,000 or $9,000, so, you know, at that point, you know, it does add up kind of fast, so.
Okay.
You have a truck and a trailer to move the machine? I don't know, what do you
What-
guys?
I'm sorry?
You have a truck and a trailer to move the machine?
So a trailer would be part of the, a part of that. There's also a trailer with the excavator, but yeah, we could definitely pull that with our trucks.
And then, would any of the guys in the department need, like, appropriate licensing in order to
Yeah.
operate?
I mean, as of right now, there's 2 people with, we're both leaving, but yeah, it would definitely, you'd want to make that a recommendation.
Okay.
I mean, a requirement.
A requirement.
That somebody has, I believe Virginia does have a hoisting engineering license too, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that 20,000 for the pipe excavator is not included in, it would need to be added. Okay. Do you think we're spending upwards of $20,000 in contracting for some of this work that you want to take in-house, like, per year?
Yeah, we're spending, I mean, we're spending close to that.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's a lot more work we could be doing. I mean,
Yeah.
previously, when we had 2 people, it's kind of hard to have a crew with 2 people.
Yeah.
You can do it with 3. I mean, 4 would be ideal, but you can do it with 3. So you can get out there, you got somebody driving the truck, you got somebody in the machine, you got a laborer, so you pretty much can do some of that smaller work yourself.
Okay.
Any more questions on the water budget? Anyone like to make a motion?
Well, collectively, how do we feel about the pipe excavator for 20,000?
If it's gonna make their money back.
Yeah.
Seems to make sense.
Okay.
So you're looking at 931, 190?
So, Tony, can you add in that 20,000?
I'm
I was
sorry.
talking, sorry, I was looking at the screen behind you, Bill.
Oh, okay.
Tony, can you add in that 20,000 for the pipe excavator, and then, like, let's see what it factors out to be?
931.
Bill, how much is
Well, I'm
the
looking-
total excavator?
What's that?
How much is the total excavator?
The total excavator and the total excavator, I believe, was 78,000,
Oh.
but that price was, you know, 2 years ago.
Okay. How, well, I guess I'm asking, you want 20 on this side, and how much has to go on sewer?
So it would be, the 20, it would probably be around,
113.
what is that?
If you're estimating 20,000 for 50% of that,
Yeah.
85% of that would be.
Yeah, that's the trailer and the excavator total.
Okay. So there's that. Yeah, but that wasn't included at all.
Just the water side.
So is this just a partial that we're saving up for it? Is that what
No,
happened?
when I received this from the planning board, I didn't have the sewer side of the cost of that, so.
They split almost everything,
Yeah.
85% sewer, 15% water. like the salaries are like that, the benefits. So he's splitting the use of the excavator to be 15% of the cost
Right.
on water, and the rest will go to the.
So if we feel comfortable, if we feel comfortable with adding 20,000 for the pipe excavator on the water side, then we need to commit to the 100 and some odd thousand on the sewer side to make this machine whole.
Mhm.
And that's not currently factored into the sewer budget, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, sewers
No.
can absorb it though, because of the restoration of fund balance. But I will go over that in the next one.
Okay, but I know that we'll go over in the next one, but we can't make a decision in a silo. Okay.
So probably just approve the one without capital for right now,
Okay.
or without the 20.
I need to make a clarification.
Okay.
So the reason why it's not in the sewer is because, and the excavator is actually, that was in my next year's capital. The pipe, I'm not sure why they get in, for the pipe, this is actually the storage, this is for storage of the pipe up at Comstock Tank. What I'd like to do is up there is, I'm sorry, I just spotted what you were talking about, and the excavator threw me off. That's in the 2027.
The excavator.
2028. But yeah, this is for storage of pipe. Right now, what we have is, like, all our pipes, our hydrants, all that stuff, it's just sitting outside in the yard. And that really shouldn't be. I mean, you're out there, you got leaves blowing in there and stuff, in an emergency, you gotta go in there. We always clean the pipe when we install it, but we really don't have anything to store our supplies in. You can't fit that in the garage. So basically, that $20,000 was to bring that, the equipment up to the Comstock tank. When they did the Comstock tank, they put a paved on the back side of it. And that's supposed to, what I'd like to do is put some Connex boxes in there where we can store that equipment in there.
Okay.
That's just, I mean, it's just good housekeeping. That's the only reason that's there.
Okay.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
The 20,000 is for the storage.
Yes, I'm sorry, yes.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
But there's no excavator this year that you're thinking for next
No, the
year?
excavator, yeah, we definitely have the excavator coming in for next year. That's what
Okay.
we're looking for next year.
Okay.
Yeah, and, you know, we were looking at the excavator, and I just didn't remove that from there.
Okay.
So that's that, I mean, and that's why that's not showing up in sewer.
Gotcha.
Okay, makes sense. All right, so now we could approve the whole thing if you want.
Okay. But that 20,000 still wasn't, now it's included. Okay. I will make a motion to approve the water budget in the amount of $931,190.05.
Second.
Including sewer, including capital.
Including capital in the amount of $120,000 for TTHM and $20,000 for piping storage.
That's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. All right, sewer.
I just want to do,
I think, is the water rate recommended by the board?
Well, yeah, and the town council is the
Approve.
water authority, yep.
Right. But that's not, do we normally do that now? I don't think that we. I thought the council does approve the rate, but it's in the context of them sitting as the water authority. Right, we've done that before, right?
I can't honestly say that I remember that stuff.
Well, we're not gonna be able to do it tonight. It's
Can we
not
do
on
it,
the agenda.
can we do it on Thursday's meeting?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just raise the question.
I think you're right, David. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Sitting as the water board.
No, we'll have to check into that, because he raised it, I wanna look into it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Revenue. Okay, so Now you just have to approve the revenue budget for the same amount
For 931, 190,
for the revenue.
I will make a motion to approve the water department revenue budget in the amount of $931,190.05.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Okay. All right, sewer. Do we know what the rate is on this one?
As of right now, without any changes, it's 673.95, which is a small decrease from last year.
It's a decrease?
Decrease from last year, which was 689.63.
Tony, next year it might be helpful to have some of those numbers in our packet.
Bill, are you adding the 85% of the piping to the sewers?
No, we don't have a problem leaving the manhole covers out and things like of that nature. It's really just the water stuff we want to get inside.
That 20,000 is just for the water portion of it?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's not the machine. So Bill, is there anything out of the ordinary for any of the expenses?
Really, the only increase is going to be equipment repair and maintenance, and the new equipment will be to stock the truck. We're getting a new vehicle, and just to, equip it, put some equipment on there, some tools. But other than that, it's pretty steady, as a matter of fact, with the decrease.
You said there's a new truck on here?
No, the new truck was last year. We got the new
Oh, oh.
truck. The new truck unfortunately isn't coming in it won't be coming in till, I'm expecting it September, October,
Oh, wow.
but it was approved last year.
Oh, wow, okay. And then Tony, you want to talk about this sewer pump station improvements for $4 million?
The sewer pump station, that project, it's in design right now. We have 30% complete on the design. Last year, it was approved that we would pay for the design and spend the $4 million. We're going for a loan on the $4 million. We would spend that on improvements, only because of the price increase of improvements. We were originally gonna do the design in there, but that came before council, that was approved. And so that's just needed upgrades to all our pump stations. The pump stations are, some of them are 30, 40 years old, some of them are 50. We're talking generators, pumps, things like that, so we're going through and doing a complete upgrade on all of them.
So what is the sewer capital for 597?
That's the fund balance restoration. That's what, I think we had gone over this like a year and a half ago or so, 2 years ago, when it was notified that the the unassigned fund balance for sewer is well below the threshold that's set by ordinance. So we built a plan out to slowly contribute it over time, which we have been. And with those contribution amounts, we're even able to lower the rate a little bit because we're on par with it. It was set to do, I think it was set to be a 10-year plan. The rate will keep going. I think it's gonna be like 8 years, maybe sooner. If nothing, fingers crossed, nothing bad happens.
Anyone have any other questions on the sewer budget? Anyone like to make a motion?
So it's the 2977?
Mm-hmm.
I'll make a motion to approve the sewer budget in the amount of $2,977,019.16.
67.
67 cents.
Second.
That's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. And then you need to do the revenue?
Yep.
It's you should see it on your paper, but it's
Mhm.
3,019,919.67.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the sewer department revenue amount of $3,019,919.67.
Second.
That's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you staying here for this longer time. He deserves it.
No, I'm gonna keep it because I have some notes I have.
There's no material change, it was just the actuals for equipment, so it's about your revenue. Your revenue? You have your revenue one? That's your summary. Should be one small one, that's two.
Oh, yeah, the one that we just got.
We're gonna have to extend.
10:30?
This
We
one?
might have to go in executive.
Should have it. Oh, this is it.
11. Yeah. Well,
David, are we amending the agenda to go in?
Yeah, do you want to do that now before you get to revenue? Please,
Yeah, because we're gonna have to extend.
just take a minute.
We should still extend though.
yeah.
It might be worth the council's time.
All right, I'm going to make a motion to extend the meeting till 11 o'clock.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Okay. Motion to amend the agenda, discussions by council pursuant to, oh, thank you. Motion to amend the agenda, discussions by council pursuant to Rhode Island General Law 42465A2, sessions pertaining to collective bargaining or litigation, or work sessions pertaining to collective bargaining or litigation or potential litigation. 1, Thomas Eddy versus Town of North Smithfield, RICHR number 24 EMP 051 and EEOC number 16 J or T.
2023.
What's the letter? What's the letter before it?
Oh, J.
J-2023-OC
Oh,
0028T.
285. 5.
That's a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session.
Second.
All in favor? Can I do all in favor?
No.
Roll call, please. I did.
I seconded.
Yes.
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 I would like to make a motion to exit executive session, indicate that no votes were taken, request that the minutes are sealed, and re-enter open session.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Okay, so now we have revenue we're gonna look at. And this is with the higher collection, we said, right?
Correct. Increased it by 0.5%. So you want to skip tax total, you want to skip tax revenue and then do all the others and then come back to tax revenue, because depending on if you change other departmental revenues.
So we have to approve each line, right? Is that what we did?
I'm sorry?
We have to approve each line?
Each
Or
department.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Okay. All right, so probate court. Anyone have any discussion or like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the probate court revenue of $20,100.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Municipal court?
I will make a motion to approve the municipal court revenue of $60,000.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Town clerk?
Could we, what is the harm of bumping that up a little bit? Just looking at like last year and 2025.
Well, we can't, right? It is what it is, right? It's revenue.
No, this is a budget.
It's an estimate, right?
Yeah, because we already have 281 in real estate stamps, right?
The harm is, just to be, not to say not to do it, but the harm is if you don't meet those revenues, you missed out on the revenue operationally, and that hurts the net position of the town,
Yeah.
if it's not collected.
I would say
That's all.
it's rounded out 340.
I would say I'm most comfortable with aligning with the town clerk's recommendation, and that's what's been also proposed by the budget committee.
They're all the same.
Huh?
They're all the same.
Yeah.
All right, we'll stick with it.
All right, anyone want to make a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion. Go, do you want to do it,
Nope,
David?
go for it.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the town clerk's revenue in the amount of $332,332.20.
It's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Planning?
I will make a motion to approve the planning revenue of $10,000.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
Uh,
Total police?
What about municipal total finance?
We just did that one.
We did planning.
Yeah, we didn't do.
We
Oh,
didn't do
sorry.
finance. So I will make a motion to approve the finance revenue of $7,000.
Second.
It's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Police. I know, this is a big swing.
Yeah. But is that what the 146 work? For detail?
It's also because we billed
Yeah.
last year's DOT that hadn't been billed
Oh.
in
Oh,
this
okay.
year and collected on
We
almost
had to
all of
catch
it.
up on the invoices.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's really not, okay.
Reflective of
Can we
average.
just make it a round number, please? I hate pennies and cents.
It's really making you uncomfortable, isn't it?
No, it's just, God.
Okay, anyone
I
wanna
would
make a
just go to
motion?
65,000.
Then you're gonna increase, details by a certain amount?
Is it worth the level of effort?
I don't have to account for it, so I guess it's really not. I will make a motion to approve the police revenue of $62,074.35.
That's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Animal control. So now this one's the opposite way.
Yeah, what's the logic of the significant increase? Huh? Okay, well,
That's just what was provided when I put the department request. If she's anticipating more.
yeah.
I think what she's doing is a lot of the donation stuff are coming back into revenue as opposed to going to that other friends of whatever group.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That can't be donations.
Her and I have worked that part out.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to approve the animal control revenue in the amount of $5,000, because I have full faith in that.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. EMA,
I will make a motion to approve the EMA revenue of 10,000.
Second.
can I just ask a
Oh.
question? Is this like posted at the end of the year?
It's a grant that EMA submits.
Yeah, so we also in flux with that in terms of, we just got educated on the procedure on how to do that. We just met with them earlier this week, on how to do that, so, we are expecting to get that revenue within the next 30 days.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, because it looks like we didn't get last year either.
yeah, that was because of, Branconier leaving and him
Okay.
not applying for it.
Okay, so, all right, so did anyone approve the 10,000?
We had a motion and a second.
We have?
Yep.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Building and zoning?
I mean, we've exceeded the adopted year over year, but I'd rather err on the side of being more conservative here.
So go for it.
175.
Is that a motion?
I'm gonna make a motion to approve building and zoning revenue in the amount of $175,000.
It's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Highway?
Why are you collecting highway fees?
I know.
Oh, jeez.
Is that like the sales and stuff?
I would think that, I'm looking at that number, the 19,000, is that for the auction last year?
And that goes to miscellaneous revenue.
Where the hell are these numbers coming from?
Where is he getting 19,000?
It's a line.
It's like the trash bags,
Oh,
whatever fees that
Oh,
we utilize.
Containers, all that stuff, yeah.
Trash containers are
The
expensive.
rental of the carts.
I got a recycling collector. Just get a little trash in the car.
Okay, anyone like to make a motion to approve?
I don't know, I'm concerned.
Yeah, just like we're getting,
You upset with the auction.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve the highway revenue of $13,088.
Second.
we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. General government.
Why such a huge difference?
So Tony, what's two highlighted numbers?
So
Miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous receipts, that was because I projected us receiving the donation that we normally get for police. We get like a $5,000 donation every year. And then the 1.4 million that's the use of fund balance. That's been changing throughout this whole budget process that you
So
guys have
that's
been doing.
1.396, right?
Correct.
Well, also.
And that's all the fund balance that we're putting in and then taking out, right?
Correct, so that consists of $10,713 for special election, $811,000, $38.96 for debt service, $75,000 for contingency, and $500,000 for Scouters Hall.
That 811 for debt service, is that inclusive of the bond? The new
That is the bond.
That's the new bond?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone want to make a motion to approve general government?
I'll make a motion to approve general government in the amount of $2,176,382.66.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. School?
How come there's no actual amounts for the past 3 years?
It's a pass-through. You see the exact same number, or you should see the same number on the expenditure side. You won't see any expenses and you won't see any revenue, but it has to be recorded per GASB or
Yeah.
whatever auditing rules. They tell us it has to be there.
Yeah, it's down in the school section. It's the Medicaid, CTE, and use of facilities.
Okay.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the total school revenue in the amount of $750,000.
Second.
That's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. And state aid. Anyone want to make a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve state aid in the amount of $16,037,689.
Second.
That's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. So, before we go and do the tax revenue, can we just revisit the expenses for 1 minute? So, in general government, the settlement obligation, I'd like to make a motion to remove that 150,000.
Second.
You're making a second?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes. Could I have the new number?
New total is $1,637,178.85.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to approve the total general.
Does she have to rescind first?
Oh, sorry. I'd like to make a motion to oh, wait a minute. I can't because I voted against the contingency. So someone else has to rescind.
I will make a motion to rescind the previous general government budget of $1,787,178.85.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
I will now make a motion to approve the general government budget of $1,637,178.85, reflective of the removal of the $150,000 settlement obligation.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
Madam President?
Mhm.
I would like to make a motion, to reconsider a vote that I made earlier this evening regarding the budget, regarding the financing or the funding for the school. What I didn't really take into consideration was that we gave them, yes, 200,000 less than what they asked for, but we also put an unfunded liability on them with the, kind of an unfunded mandate on them with the police details. So considering that we just removed the $150,000 off the budget, I would like to, well, first I'll make the motion to reconsider.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further?
So it's reconsider the school line item?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
Okay, so now I would like to, I'll make the motion then to add an additional $75,000 to the school budget.
Why
I-
75?
Well,
We only did 35, it's 70 total.
we just got 150. So so my motion is to add, from that $150,000 that we just freed from the budget, to add an additional $75,000 to the school budget. So Tony, what would that total be?
You're adding 75 to it.
I'm adding 75.
So the total for the school department as a whole would be 32,463,726 for a MOE of 1.58.
And then that net change would have been,
Would be, that net change is 350,000
so that's
of the
just,
MOE.
that's just shy of, what, did they ask for 442, I believe? 475, okay.
All right, so that's my motion then to approve the school budget of $32,463,726.
Second.
Yeah.
It's a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
I think you have to rescind.
Oh, we have to
Yeah,
rescind
we gotta
that.
the
rescind.
first one.
We have to rescind the original.
All right, I'm sorry then, can you tell me what that number I gotta rescind?
I have $32,388,726.
Okay, I'll make a motion to rescind, what?
Something's not,
No, that's right.
Yeah.
32,38726.
That's the department total.
okay.
Yeah, so my motion is to rescind the $32,388,726.
It's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
Okay, now I will make the motion to approve the new number for the school budget of $32,463,726.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So-
Can I bring up a question, Councilman?
What?
If you put the 75,000 into the school budget, and I don't want to take any money from the chief, but do you still want the 35,000 in
Yeah,
the?
that's separate.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
separate.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought the 75.
No, because what, we threw that mandate on them, because now they have to cover half of it. We're covering the other half. We basically gave them an unfunded mandate.
Right, but 100% is 75,000.
That's what I'm saying. It was only 35 we need to give.
No, I know, but I'm just splitting the additional $150,000 on, and
I just wanted to make sure you.
I was aware. Thank you.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? Yep.
And the new number for that is, for tax revenue, is $38,011,485.28.
Can you say that one more time, Tony?
38,011,485.28. With a levy of 3.037.
Nice.
Three point what, I'm sorry?
03.
Anyone want to make a motion to approve the tax revenue?
I will make a motion to approve the tax revenue of $38,011,485.28.
Second.
That's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Christopherow.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Alves.
Yes.
The quick recess to do the method of taxation.
I knew there was one more piece. Okay, method of taxation. Shall this town council vote as follows, that the finance director be and is hereby authorized to pay each order when approved by the town council, by the school committee, or director of public aid, as the case may be. That the finance director be and is hereby authorized to apply receipts for the interest on overdue taxes toward the payment of interest on bonds and notes of the town. That the finance director be and is hereby authorized within the consent of the town council to hire such sum or sums of money as may be necessary to carry on the business of the town for the ensuing year. That the finance director be and is hereby authorized to pay the town's debts and interest. It is hereby resolved that the North Smithfield Town Council, in a meeting legally assembled on June 23rd, 2026, hereby orders a levy appointment and a collection of a tax on the rateable real estate and tangible personal property in a sum of not less than $37,992,430.37, nor more than $38,042,430.37. Said taxes are for ordinary expenses and charges for the payment of interest and indebtedness in whole or in part of said town and for the other expenses or purposes authorized by law. The tax assessor shall assess and apportion said tax on inhabitants and rateable property of said town as of the 31st day of December AD 2025 at 12 o'clock midnight Eastern Standard Time or Daylight Savings Time, with exception of new construction, as the case may be according to law, and delivered to and deposited the same in the office of the town administrator on or before the 30th day of June 2026. The town administrator, on receipt of said assessment, shall forthwith make a copy of same and deliver it to the finance director, who shall forthwith issue and affix to said copy a warrant under his/her hand, directed to the collector of taxes of the town, commanding him/her to proceed and collect said tax of the person and estate liable therefore. Said tax shall be due and payable no later than the 15th day of August 2026, and all taxes remaining unpaid no later than the 15th day of August 2026 shall carry until collected a penalty at a rate of 12% per annum unless specifically abated by a vote of the town council under Title 44 of the General Laws of Rhode Island, 1956, as amended. Said tax may be paid in 4 installments, the first installment of 25% no later than the 15th day of August AD 2026, and the remaining installments as follows: 25% on the 15th day of October AD 2026 and 25% on the 15th day of January AD 2027, and the remaining 25% on the 15th day of April AD 2027. Each installment of taxes, if paid on or before the last day of each installment period, successfully and in order, shall be free from any charge for penalty if the first installment or any succeeding installment of tax is not paid by the last date of the respective installment period or periods as they occur. Then the whole tax or remaining unpaid balance of the tax, as the case may be, shall immediately become due and payable and carry until collected a penalty at a rate of 12% per annum for the first quarter due date or the last satisfied quarter unless specifically abated by a vote of the town council under Title 44 of the General Laws of Rhode Island, 1956, as amended. Quarterly payment options shall not apply to any tax levied in an amount not in excess of $100, in which case such tax,
Shall be payable in a single installment.
is that it?
Yeah.
In which case such tax shall be payable in a single installment. Oh, you guys have copies.
No. Oh,
No, it's not. Okay, do we have to make a motion on this, or?
So,
Someone wanna make a
motion to
motion to
approve
accept,
everything that Kim just read.
accept the method of tax collection for 2026-27, right?
Yes.
Motion to accept the method of tax collection for 2026, 2027.
second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Biragad.
Yes.
Mr. Fisafaro.
Yes.
Mr. Punchak.
Yes.
Ms. Allen.
Yes. Got it. All right, anyone want to make a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye.